Right. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? I am Morgan, also known as Rev, and I am the founder of Mindflayed Mondays, and I am your master of games tonight. We'll be going on an adventure using the D&D 5e system, and as we explore a one shot that I discovered on the DMsGuild. I will post a link at the end of the adventure in chat once we are finished, because I don't want my players to stumble upon what's going to happen beforehand. I trust them, but it's just always safer this way. Speaking of my players, I have 4 guests tonight, all of whom are great DMs and great people and awesome part of our community. I'm going to take us over so we can say hi to everybody. So with that, like I said, we have 4 amazing people with me tonight. So we're going to go around and introduce everybody. We have Confounded. Say hi, Con.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Confounded, and yeah, that's who I am. And I'm playing Father Wolfane. He is a half-elf cleric, level 10, wrecking shit.
With that, we also have the Kev. Kev, go ahead. Say what's up, man.
How you guys doing? My name is Kevin, and I am going to be playing Wyndham. He is a level 11 half-orc fighter.
Love it. Love it. All right. With that, we also have Demorgus. Joseph.
Hey there, this is Joseph. I am playing Sir Torrin Strongblade, the level 14 paladin.
That's right. And then we have our wonderful DM Southie, who does not have a screen right now. We had some issues earlier, but we're working through it. So, right, DM?
How's it going, folks? I'll be playing Crookstaff, the disgruntled elderly human wizard. Horrible attitude, likes to mess with people's heads. Lots of fun.
I love it. So,
Sounds like
A
fun.
typical crotchety old bastard, you know.
Sounds like a cranky old mage.
we know one of those. So with the players' intros done, let's go a little bit into the game. So as you guys know, this adventure begins with you guys all being summoned to Okatsa, which is the capital of Alamor. Alamor, I'm going to bring up the world map so you guys can see it. Give me a second. We'll bring you guys over there. All right. You guys see the world map on the Roll20? This is just so you guys can get a good idea. If you zoom in down to Okatsu, you'll see also what the route is you'll have to take, but we'll get into that. So Okatsu is down here, and this is the kingdom of Alamor. Alamor is a empire built by dragons and dragon-blooded individuals, like sorcerers with dragon blood, dragon-born. This kingdom is literally, the nobility is all either dragons or people with a dragon ancestry. They rule this kingdom, and everybody else basically falls in line. But it doesn't mean that they are evil in any way. They are a very powerful, very strong nation who has influenced the entire continent throughout time. The queen has summoned you guys. 2 of you live in the area. That would be Sir Torrin Strongblade and also Crookstaff. You guys have made yourselves known and you live in this kingdom. And you guys are well known and you're considered great heroes of the kingdom. Though Crookstaff, a lot of rumors are spread about you, and we'll get into that as we go further. The other 2 are from North Haven, which is a kingdom a little bit farther to the north, clearly by the name. And you guys have made a name for yourselves, both of you up there. And because of that, the queen has requested your aid as well. So, you guys have already entered the kingdom, and as you are moving to the palace, you are ushered in by the guards and hailed as heroes. People in the city already kind of know, like, these guys are, famous. You see a lot of the women checking you guys out. You see a lot of the younger boys following you, chasing you, waving their swords, just happy to see the heroes that have been called arrive. Entering through the palace gates, you are stunned by the beauty and the magnificence of the structures the structure possesses. The proud stance of the palace reminds you of the tales you have heard about past glories of the dragons that once ruled this kingdom. As you make your way through the main portal, everyone you have been seen by welcome you and hail you as heroes. Noblemen and regular folk alike offer you their sincerest gratitude for you heeding the call of their queen. You are offered elegant guest rooms in the palace and the best food and wine money can buy. So, after a brief dinner, you guys are basically rushed to your rooms, and they tell you to get some rest because the queen wants to speak with you early in the morning. And they beg you not to venture out into the castle at night, but your rooms are next to each other. If you guys want to get acquainted with one another, you may. And that is where you guys start off. You guys are in this castle already the night before meeting with the queen, and your rooms are next to each other. Oh, there's 4 rooms. Each of you have your own room. So is there anything you guys want to do? Torin, you actually live here. You live here in the castle, but they gave you a room near them so that you can get to know them as well. What were you
Probably
gonna say?
much nicer than probably much nicer than the normal quarters that Sir Torin has.
Yes.
I have an idea, very Spartan in his living.
Yes. Yeah, you're almost uncomfortable with how comfortable it all is. But yes, you're in a large, lavish room. I guess the queen felt, if you're going to be her champion, she should, reward you with a wonderful night, of peace and comfort before you go off after this deadly foe. The rest of you are in your rooms. I would actually say, if you and Kev wanted to have a shared room, you guys could. I don't know if you guys felt more comfortable after you traveled together and you're from the kingdom that you guys would rather have a shared room, or if you want your own individual rooms, but you're more than welcome to have either or. They ask you that when you arrive.
I think I'll take a room of my own. That Kev fella snores a bit loud.
Yeah, Wyndham wouldn't be used to the accommodation, so he'll take his own room as well. He looks forward to such peace.
Yes, and Crookstaff, you were the last one to arrive, even though you live not too far away from here. Mainly because, you're, like you said, crotchety old, and you're just like, take your sweet ass time. You'll get there when you get there. And when you arrive, a lot of people, unlike the others, that are greeted as champions, you are actually greeted still as a champion and with much respect. But there are whispers as you walk by, and you've heard the whispers. People think that you got your powers from demons. Some people think that you made some type of pact with some other being of great power to become the wizard you are, because nobody before a few years ago, nobody had even heard of you, and all of a sudden you sprung up overnight with power and fame. But yeah, so there are words that people are saying to you as you walk. Well, not to you, but about you, and you know the rumors. But still, they welcome you warmly, and they take you to your room, and they tell you that if you want to socialize with any of the other people that will be traveling with you, they point you to their rooms as well. Is there anything anybody wants to do before they get their rest?
I would just leave my door cracked a little bit, just to watch and see and listen to see if anybody else is up to anything tonight.
All right.
Per usual, I'll be doing my prayers.
All right.
I have a feeling Torin will go and probably check on Wyndham because he has heard a story of this night.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, as you walk out in the hall, you notice that Wyndham's door is slightly ajar. Just a peek. Look a smidge.
Yeah. Recognizing, the defensive mindedness, as he nears the door, hail, companion.
Just kind of sticks his eye like in the crack of the door, and he's looking, to see who it is, and he then will just open the door when he notices. And he says, "Hey, hail."
My name is Torn Strongblade. I have been in the service of the kingdom for almost all my life.
I've heard whispers of you.
As I've heard tale of you from bards, you are an honorable knight, and I am happy to be sharing your company on this quest.
I'm excited to move forward. We've got a long day ahead of us tomorrow, so I'm sure we want to get some sleep, but I'm glad you stopped by.
That kind of gives it a little nod and heads back into his quarters, also leaving the door just slightly ajar as well.
Nice. Anybody else doing anything?
Look out, just gonna stay around the hall.
I can see it too. Well, your character,
Anyone else?
even though your character is a knight in the North Haven Kingdom, you are also a half orc, and though it's not like a lot of hatred against half orcs, it is a struggle for half orcs to achieve such a great accomplishment as becoming a knight in the North Haven Kingdom, mainly because they've been at war with the orc raiding parties from further north up in the Houdians lands. They come down into North Haven for centuries and raided and pillaged, and so just being connected to the orc lineage has caused problems for you here and there. But being a half orc and also a knight is a huge accomplishment, and you are seen by most as like, holy crap, this guy he's obviously worked hard to earn this, and he's somebody to keep an eye on because he's very accomplished. So the fact that
When Strongblade says their bards have tales, songs of me, so
yeah.
yeah, it's great.
Con, you're just doing your prayers. Anything else?
I just want to walk past Sir Wyndham's door, kind of slyly. He's just going to kind of peek in there, and as he walks by, he's just going to reach inside, cast light on the wall, kind of run off.
Yeah. Oh no, we lost Team something.
I think if that happens, he would just get up immediately and run to the hallway, see what the hell happened.
You have a
I
good
already see
idea.
the half-naked priest running around the corner. you hear me like, oh, got you again.
As soon as I realize that it was him, I just turn around and slam my door shut completely.
I'm like, fuck this guy.
I'll never get sleep with this asshole.
I think that's the way he wants it. So, oh man.
That's what you get for not bunking with me.
You complained about my snoring.
But it becomes relaxing after a time.
Both Torn and Crookstaff, you guys hear these two out in the hall giving each other hell.
North Haveners.
Can you guys hear me?
Robot.
Yep.
Maybe we can put our audio together.
Yes, we can hear you.
Maybe if you go inside Roll20, we can make sure we hear you in Roll20 and just have everybody else muted. And that way you can see if Roll20 works better than Discord for you for audio purposes. Just leave it on, just mute yourself in here. Let's see if that works. Sorry, because I'm trying to see what we can do to help him here.
Does anybody know anything about this queen at all, other than she's a queen?
Yes.
She needs our help.
What you guys know is that she has been living here for the last 30 years as the queen, there are rumors that she may be a dragon herself. There are some that just say that she is the ancestor of the first dragon king of the kingdom. But what you do know is that she cares about her people, and she's worked very hard to try to fix the gap between the noble dragon-blooded families and the rest of the people of her kingdom. Because for a long time, it was okay for... What happened to DM South? Did he leave or did he get disconnected? For a long time, she was... her people have been at war with themselves internally, and it actually caused a huge part of their kingdom to split apart. Aldefir used to be part of the Elamor kingdom, but those were the people that were fed up with the noble families basically telling them that they couldn't achieve anything that they wanted to, and it actually caused like a civil war and the country split. Since then, she has been working very diligently with her people and that country to try to rebuild relationships, not so much to take them back as part of her country, but to fix the damages that have been done from centuries of gap, the gap between the noble families and the commoners. So she is known as a very honorable queen, but she's also not a pushover. When it's come to wars or any type of major conflict, she has had no problem stepping in and stepping on anybody causing problems. So, and that's not just her, that's her knights, which is where Sir Torin Strongblade has come in play, because he is one of her best knights. He has accomplished much. He pushed dragons, evil dragons, to the south, like out of the kingdom. He is very well accomplished within the courts, and which is why he is pretty much one of her #1 champions. Which is why he's been tasked to assemble this team and lead them to deal with the threat, which you guys will learn more about in the morning. But that's what you know about the queen, and this is like common
Quick
knowledge.
mic check.
We can hear you. You're still a little rough, but we can hear you.
Can you hear me at all?
Yes.
No, that's fine. I'm literally just gonna type. I can hear you guys. I'll type it, and then you can just do whatever.
Okay.
I'll type it right in.
Did you want to try using Roll20 chat? Like I said, mute yourself on here and use Roll20. All right. Any other questions, guys, while he's getting that set up?
No, this storm is like murdering our internet right now. We have backwoods country internet that is horrible at.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll make do. I'll kind of role play it out. Whatever you write in there. Whatever you write, I'll role play it out. All right. Just write it inside the chat so people can see that are watching, as well. Okay. On the Roll20 screen. Any other questions about the kingdom that you guys would like to know about beforehand?
Nope.
All right, so with that, if you guys have nothing else you guys want to deal with one another tonight, you guys are able to spend the night and get a full night's rest, bathe, shower, any of the things you want to do. The food that they bring you is wonderful. Any company you request is also equally wonderful. And you guys wake up and you find yourselves well rested. The day is beautiful outside. And you hear a knock on all your doors. And,
Oi, go away!
excuse me, Father. The Queen has summoned.
Or you have sinned, knocking on my door this early.
It's so you can meet the Queen, sir. She has summoned all 4 of you.
Oh, right.
Sir, Sir Torrin, I would assume that you were already up beforehand because you just.
Oh yeah, he's up. He's in his plate with
All
all of
polished.
yeah, everything is he's got make sure like the sigil of the the Order of the Dragon is
Yeah.
isn't dented or scraped. He's probably had it cleaned up since the last time he had to go to war.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, when the knock comes, they just sort of enter.
Yeah, you guys, as you guys are stepping out, you hear them knocking on the wizard's door. So, can't you tell what an old man's handling his business? I haven't even found my damn pants yet.
It's because I stole his pants.
Couple of guards snicker when you say that. Wolfane, Father Wolfane. I like that name. As the morning comes and you guys are all escorted to the Great Hall to meet the Queen Ulsaz of Elamorm, daughter of Urvel. Queen Ulsaz is every bit the warrior queen you have heard stories of. She stands over 6 feet in height and has a muscular build, even by dragonborn standards. But even with this muscular frame, she still holds herself in a very elegant fashion, just as you would expect a queen to do. You walk past about 50 dragon knights, all in very similar armor, though not as nice as Torn Strongblade's armor, but very similar to his plate. And as you approach the throne, they all study you very closely, but they show you no signs of threat. They obviously are there to protect her, but you have been summoned and they respect that. As you approach, you notice at least a dozen advisors lined up behind the queen, and you can't help but notice the oldest advisor, who's wearing a golden gown with a long beard, standing right next to the queen. He's an older man, a human, and he has beautiful golden eyes. And as you guys approach, the queen stands up with much excitement, and she goes, "Only in darkest times can we appreciate the true value of virtue. Brave heroes from North Haven, Master Mage, and of course, my champion. I welcome you all to my palace, and I only wish it was under happier circumstances that I have summoned you here. But as you have already known, a red dragon, known as Belexor, is terrorizing our land, and 7 days ago he stole a very precious dragon egg. We believe he brought the egg back to his cave in the Stormhorns, and only gods know what evil plans he has in mind. We need him to be stopped, and we need the egg to be recovered. I am counting on all of you to save our land from this terrifying creature. My advisors are going to answer any questions you might have, as I unfortunately have other matters that I must attend to. I wish you each the best of luck." And then as she finishes speaking, before you guys can really even respond to her, she smiles and nods to you and is quickly rushed out of the room, mostly with all the other advisors, other than the one advisor that you guys took most note of, as they're like following and chasing her to deal with other queenly duties that she must attend to. And she looks annoyed, like she'd much rather be there talking to you guys, but duty calls. And you're standing there and you see the advisor, and he approaches you and goes, "The name is Miramon, and I am the queen's right. So, how can I assist you in your preparations for pursuing this dragon?"
Yeah, Miramon. What can you tell us about the dragon? How would you recommend we prepare?
I don't know. How
old is it?
We believe he is an...
Has it been seen before? When was the last time it was seen? Does it originally hail from here? Is it one of the dragons that were pushed out into the south before? Is he on a mission for vengeance? What's the purpose of the gold or of the egg?
Well, the egg is a sign of our kingdom's strength. All the eggs, the dragon eggs that we hatch, they are trained to be leaders, examples for this kingdom, and guardians of this kingdom by older dragons. They are the future. When we lose an egg like this, it's usually not a good sign. It usually means that somebody has some foul purposes, perhaps to try to twist the creature once it's born, and we really can't have that. We need to have this egg recovered. It is one of our children. The wizard, "Dragon? Where?" It looks around like almost confused at that he's talking about the dragons here. Seems a little senile.
I don't
Baylor,
know. What are you thinking, Wyndham? Oh, how'd you sleep last night, by the way? Anything a little bright?
You know, I tied a stocking around my eyes, and I buried my head deep into my pillows, and I was able to sleep. After the long journey with you, it was not as hard as you might think.
My work here is done.
Miramar
May
not,
you rest in peace.
Miramar not understanding what you guys are talking about goes, I'm sorry, Sir Wyndham. Was the room not to your standards?
I kind of straighten up and I look at Sir Torn Strongblade, and I kind of just like mimic what he's doing, how he's standing, and I'm like, no, everything was quite fine.
Okay, good. To answer,
I noticed what they're doing, and I brushed some dust off and straightened my pants that I put on hastily after the fella roused me from my sleep.
he notices that and he smiles and he returns to your other questions. We're not quite sure how old the dragon is. At least an adult dragon, maybe older. He's been in and out of this country. We've chased him off several times. We've been unable to successfully end him to where he can't come back in. We generally try not to kill dragons, even the evil ones. We prefer to just keep them out of our lands. If all dragons are welcome here, as long as they're not trying to cause the kingdom itself harm. But Baal Exor and most of his other kind typically do try to take control of places and force the will, which is why it's hard to work with, the chromatic dragons. He is, by the way, is a red dragon, and as I said, his lair is in a cave in the mountains to the south of here. So he has been here for several weeks, and as we said, 7 days ago, about a week ago, he stole one of our eggs.
Part of our journey is to the cave, and is the journey fraught with peril?
It's not even a full day's ride from here. You can get down there. There is a small village en route to there as well that you can stop in and check. Hopefully there are some knights there that can assist you as well if need be. And then it's just several hours west from that village. If you look on the map, you see like the line going
close.
You see the line going south. You see like Akatsu if you look close enough. There's like a little brown line. That little red dot is where that village is he's talking about, and then straight across is the mountains. Just so you know.
All right.
You should.
Man, the dragon lemon's so close. I'm surprised he doesn't attack more.
Well, he keeps to himself, and he only strikes out strategically. You got to remember, if they do too much harm, then we chase them off. But currently, we've been having struggles because he's used some powerful magics to protect his lair. Some barriers that we have not been able to push through. He's even changed the course of the river to basically go completely around the mountain, and it makes it hard for us to send a whole massive army to push him out as well. That's why we decided it'd be better to hire skilled, very almost legendary, I might add, heroes to just head in and deal with it themselves. All of you have shown yourselves to be powerful and capable, which is why we've asked you here.
I intend on showing you how powerful we are again.
I'm fresh out of questions.
DM Southie's just going off over here. His character is just like mumbling and talking, and it's like, what is going on? You guys almost feel like, is this guy as powerful as he says, or is this like what's his deal?
He's the strong but silent type.
I think you might be touched.
But with that, I would like for DM Southie to make a check for me, an Arcana check. I'm gonna say something if he does to him, and then see from there. So if you can make an Arcana check, let me know. Otherwise, I can roll it for you. think he's going over there to make the Arcana check. Okay. Nothing seems to catch your eye. Thank you for that roll. All right.
So,
If there's any other questions, and he turns to you, Sir Torin Strongblade. Is there anything that you would like to ask of me? I mean, we've known each other for many years. You know I'm honest and truthful to you.
does Her Majesty have it? I know our standard is to remove problematic dragons from the realm.
Mm-hmm.
But in this situation, does Her Majesty have any qualms if we need to end Valorex?
No. If whatever the primary objective is to retrieve the egg. If you can retrieve it without killing him and get back, that's fine. If it requires you or you choose to engage and end him, you have the full authority of Her Majesty behind you and your comrades.
That horn on the back and just say that's what I like to hear. You are a legend.
He chuckles as you say that.
He just going with it. He's always had the whole, we can't kill him, we just got to move him out, and now he's finally got a chance. There's a little bit of a relishing of that idea. Really test himself against, but especially because they've stolen one of the most precious treasures of the kingdom.
Sir Wyndham seems a bit bloodthirsty and zealous to me.
I don't mind.
I mean, hey, that's how you want to be. That's how you want to be. I ain't got no problems with it. I'm just a crazy old cranky father.
Southie, I'm not quite sure what you're trying to put, whatever I was talking about. It was just something I was seeing if you would notice. It's not so much a memory or anything like that. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't know what you're trying to pull from there. It was just, I was just trying to see if you would notice something. All right. So with that, is there any other questions you gentlemen might have for me? Otherwise, we'd like to, get you on your mounts and headed out.
The only thing I want to do is I want to ask everybody if they are ready and if they would mind if I said a little prayer for safety and guidance and seeing this through to the end. Just a little silent prayer. I don't need any huddles or anything else, but I want everybody's permission before I include them in a prayer.
Of course, Father.
And then I take a quick 30, 40 seconds to do my thing.
Yeah, Sir Torin, pulls his sword, which when he does, you notice there is a visible glow around the blade of it, and holds it in front of himself. So he joins silently in prayer as well.
I just nod.
All right. You get to hear the wizard. Go ahead. Do your clericy thing. And even Mirmon will join you guys in prayer as he bows his head and lets you do your prayer. Once you complete the prayer, are we good to go, gentlemen? If so, let's get you on your horses and get you out before the day's end. I want to get you on the road as soon as possible. The longer we wait, the more time the dragon has to cause problems.
Then there is no time to spare.
With that, you guys, you pack all your gear in your rooms, and you're once again on the road. You get ready for the journey, and a group of Dragonites and several war wizards escort you all the way to the city's walls. And as you guys are leaving the city, you guys rushed in here in the evening last night, so it was really hard to really get a good view of this kingdom. But it is a beautiful city. Like, if dragons were to build something and maintain it, this is exactly what it would look like. It is well cleaned. Even the poor are better off than what you've seen in most other kingdoms. The streets are just well kept, all of them, and the structures are actually taller than most. And it's actually built around several mountains. The city is, so there's mountains inside the city as well that buildings are built on the sides of. So there's these huge structures growing out of the mountains, including the castle, or the palace, I should say. And you realize how big this palace really is. It's big enough for dragons to land and go inside without shifting form. So it is a huge palace, and the city around it is equally huge, with several places for dragons to land. You see wyverns in the sky with knights mounted on them. Some of them you recognize, Sir Torrin, as they fly overhead patrolling the city. The reason why they use the wyverns to patrol the city is it's so huge, it's hard to usually get from one place to another in a timely fashion without having flying mounts. You're actually not taking yours, you have one.
But we would never think to use a dragon as a mount, of course, only their less intelligent brethren.
Yes, exactly. The wyverns they're treated with a lot of respect, even by the dragons, but they are what are usually used as mounts. And you even, like I said, you have one yourself, but you're not taking it on this journey because it's better, because of the magic that's around the mountain would cause it to where you couldn't land anyways.
Also, if we don't have enough for everybody, then, you know.
Yes, and not everybody can have one.
Sure.
But you guys are escorted out there, and once you reach the edge of the city, you start following the road known as the Way of the Dragon, which is the main road to the south of Akatsu. And it leads to the small town of Weymouth, which, by the way, Sir Torrin, is your home village. It is the largest settlement in the Queen's Forest, and it has a defensive stronghold. And it's also a defensive stronghold of Alamor. So it's one of, like, if somebody was to try to come up from the south to conquer the kingdom, they'd have to go through Weymouth first. So, and that is the first stop on the way south. All right. And with that, you guys are on the road. This is the first time you all four are riding together as you leave the city. You have a chance to really take one another in and see each other as the heroes of the legends that you've heard about one another. And I know you guys have already kind of seen each other, but I'd like for you guys to describe a little bit more in detail what you look like as you're riding these mounts, these horses, these steeds. And we'll start with the leader, the paladin of the group, Sir Torrin.
So Sir Torrin is about 6'6". He's older. When you get to really see him up close, you can see he appears older than he actually is. His hair is brown, but it's now graying at the temples. His face is he's clean shaven, but his face is marked with, scars and when he has his helmet off, you can see the scars and whatnot from a life led as a warrior. His skin is an olive, but he has these golden brown eyes, and he constantly is holding himself very upright, very even as the day goes on, he's got his shield on his back, a sword hanging on a scabbard from the saddle, but he's always like upright, but his head's kind of on a swivel too, like he's waiting for something to pop out. He's dragons, he does not trust the problematic dragons. He has you guys probably got a definite idea that while he understands the laws that the queen has set around dragons, he's got a real real problem with chromatic dragons because he just doesn't think they can be trusted. And having helped push the problem, the push them down to the south before, it just feels like in his head, this is business that we wouldn't have to deal with if we had dealt with it before.
There you go. With that, Sir Wyndham, what does Sir Wyndham look like?
Wyndham he's just about 6 feet tall. He has kind of lighter grayish skin. He is a half orc, but he shaves his head pretty much bald. Might be a little black hair showing through, but not much, like a buzz cut. He has a slightly protruded lower jaw, but it's not that pronounced, and his teeth aren't normally as big, but he has a large scar in the middle of his forehead. And the way he is carrying himself right now is he's watching constantly. He almost seems paranoid, but he's very confident, and I think he's just looking to prove himself in a way because he doesn't feel as accomplished as obviously as Sir Torin, but he's willing to do it. This all feels somewhat new to him.
All right. Father Wolfing, please describe yourself. Also, DM South, if you want to write what your guy looks
Hey,
like.
I'm Father Wolfane.
Sorry.
Do what?
I was telling DM Southie to write.
Yeah, the first thing you notice about the first thing you've noticed about Father Wolfane is you didn't notice Father Wolfane. He's here, he's not here, he's there. He's constantly the center of attention, but at such a point where you know what? He could be gone and you wouldn't even know it. And he absolutely loves playing jokes on Sir Wyndham. He absolutely loves it. He hadn't known the guy very long, but it's just one of those things where he's just like, yeah. But other than that, Father Wolfane, he's a half elf, pretty nondescript. He's got a chin strap thing with a little bit of a connecting goatee, shoulder length black hair, deep brown eyes, and of course the elven ears. Stands about 6 foot tall, probably around 190 pounds.
Thanks. All right, DM Southie, do you have what your guy looks like? If you can, go ahead and post it up for me real quick, and then I'll describe it for you. I don't know if you wrote it or not. He's like, not there. But while we're doing that, while he's writing that, I will describe him as soon as he gets it up, but I don't want to hold this up. You guys are traveling through there it is. All right, Crookstaff, he has a bent back. He's like bent back, I can't even say that word. Wow, you got some big words there. Elderly gentleman seems a bit frazzled, clutching his walking stick as if it was the only thing keeping him upright. He is a wily old conjure and a bit of an eccentric. He is dressed in currently inside-out robes, hood pulled over his mane of white hair, and he stands roughly 5'9", and the staff he bears seems to hum with eldritch energy. And he's right on the horse, mostly just muttering to himself and just going along the journey, following you, strong, strapping young men. The journey itself is mostly eventless. You see some animals and people passing by, but most people kind of, when they see your group, you know, they can tell that you guys mean business. They kind of just go off to the side of the road, especially when they see a dragon knight leading the group. Sir Torin knows the roads and trains so well that he leads you guys at a pretty brisk pace through the trail or the road. And you guys, as you guys get closer to Waymont, you notice a dark smoke rising above the trees. It's about a half a day's journey, but as you guys start to get there, and it's right around noon, you realize that something seems to be wrong at Waymont, and this gives you shivers, Sir Torin. And you guys hastily ride your horses into the forest road ahead. And as the path brings you to an opening, you see the wooden walls, or what's left of them, of Waymont. The town, all of its ends, the temples, the shops, the houses, the people, they're all burnt. down to the ground. Ash fills the air. Fumes rise up. There's still fire in some areas, and it seems that Waymont has been visited by the fearsome red dragon recently. And as you look around, there's nothing. Just ash.
I say to Strongblade, this is your home, wasn't it?
Yes.
And you can see that I'm sincerely apologetic. I am so sorry. We'll get this bastard.
So, yes. Sir Torin's going to ride towards where the Temple of the Platinum Dragon would have been, just to see what is left there.
The streets are torn
And I'm
down.
right behind him.
Yeah, the streets are torn down. Buildings are full of burnt corpses. It seems that the people from all ages were mercilessly slaughtered. You see children, elderly, halflings, dragonborn. The sky is filled with gray, intoxicating fumes as you guys ride through, and you use your cloaks or whatever you have to try to protect yourselves from the smoke that's rising up. The daunting smell of death washes over you. And as you arrive to the temple, you do go ahead and give me a perception check. All of you who rode in there.
I hit it twice, sorry.
It's okay. Sir Torin, you're just overwhelmed by everything that you're seeing.
Yeah.
That it's hard to focus on any one location. Is anybody else rolling a perception check? There we go.
Yeah, I roll 4 on the die, 8 total.
Gotcha. All right. Crookstaff, he notices a sound, a faint coughing near the temple. And yeah, smoke. Oh, that reminds me that his voice trails off, muffled slightly by the oversized hood. He rummages in his belt pouch for a moment and pulls out a finely crafted pipe, which aptly lights before his attention shifts to the scene ahead. He takes a long pull from the pipe and snaps to attention as he hears the slight cough, and points it out to you guys. No, that reminds me. Hits the pipe. You guys, as he points it out to you, you all begin to realize that there is, it looks like somebody still barely clinging to life. And Sir Torin, I'm assuming you hop down right away and rush over.
Oh yeah, he dismounts and goes searching for
You find one of
whoever.
You find one of your young purple knights, who is lying under a pile of logs and stones. He stands only a seconds away from his last breath. His chest is barely moving, but his eyes light up when he sees your face. But his momentary relief is devoured by an expression of despair and shame. It killed the wizards. It couldn't stop it. Forgive us, sir. And then after a few painful twitches and seizures, his breathing ceases and he passes.
Immediately bend down and spare the dying, followed by healing word.
Whatever was done to him was so bad that even your magic is unable to save him. You can't.
I look up at Torn, tears in my eyes. I tried.
I know.
He was too far gone.
I know.
And you realize, and as you look up, you realize that there are other dead knights on the ground around you, all consumed, armor blackened. You can just every so often see a slight shine as when the sun beats through the smoke, glistening off of some of them. You know, just in certain parts that aren't fully covered in ash, and you realize that everybody here is truly gone. As all of a sudden you hear the old wizard, wait, It killed the wizards? Oh, this is bad. Very bad indeed.
The dragon was very picky. It looked like it killed everything here.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a challenge to our queen. Because this is the first line of defense before you would make a move on the capital. You need to get word back to the castle, let them know.
You see me go through and I last rites on everyone that I can.
Looks like my let me refresh this real quick. My Chrome just went out on me. I got a ring here, but so it's fine. I can still continue everything else. I don't know what's going on here.
I look around to Sir Wyndham and I ask him if he's seen anything ever like this, and then I look around at Crookstaff as well, and then finally I come back to Sir Torin to give him a few moments, and I ask him if he's ever seen a dragon behave like this before. This seems vengeful, spiteful. This isn't just a dragon being a dragon.
You have, Sir Torin, you have seen a few dragons do this stuff, and though you weren't a part of like dispatching them, those dragons were hunted down and dispatched. So
This is a dragon who's decided to make the kingdom his enemy.
yes, definitely, for sure of that.
Well, he's done it.
That makes your question about killing it that much clearer.
Oh yeah. We still must get the egg before we kill it, though.
Definitely.
Is Crookstaff casting that spell now? There's no threat that you see around
Looks
you.
like it.
Yeah, out of fear or concern that something may come back, Crookstaff begins to mutter some arcane words of power, and then he grasps his staff. It lights up, and a globe of invulnerability, pops up around him. All right.
You want me to burn a spell slot for the healing word, or did I stop when I saw that Spare the Dying didn't work? What do you want me to do here?
Couldn't hear what you said. Sorry. Say it again.
Do you want me to burn a spell slot for the attempted healing word, or did I stop after I saw Spare the Dying didn't work?
Now, if you saw Spare the Dying didn't work, you stop. Obviously, you wouldn't continue casting more
Okay.
spells, so you're fine with that. So you tried to do Spare the Dying. He was too far gone, and so you realized like there's no point in casting the other magic.
Okay, 10-4.
So, Torin turns to Crookstaff. Do you have one of those spells that sends messages to people?
Before you say, he's like, I'm not taking any. When he casts that spell, he tells you, I'm not taking any chances. Eyes, the others in this shiny other armor. This thing likes to eat people like me. So, eyes, the others in the shiny armor. Yeah. But yes, he asked you if you can send a message. Crookstaff. I don't know if you can. He's probably checking. Is there anything else you guys want to do while you're in this town? Anything you want to search for or look for?
Yeah, I just want to do a quick investigation, or better yet, a quick perception to see if there's anything that piques my interest to inspire an investigation.
Go ahead. Actually, go ahead. Give me a perception roll.
I mean, my passive is 19, but okay. That's going to be 14 on the die, 18 total.
18 total. You do notice that on one of the bodies in the ash, while everything on them seems to be completely destroyed and burned, there is a pair of gloves that seemed untouched by the flames, even though they were
Okay.
on that person's hands. And they look like a very nice pair of gloves.
I ask Sir Torin if this is standard issue.
He holds up his gauntlets. No. Those,
All right. All right, I'll go ahead and burn detect magic.
There's definitely magic coming from those gloves. Also, when you ask Crookstaff about the message, he tells you, "A sending spell? Why, no. That's not one I've gotten today." He doesn't have it prepared.
okay.
All right, I'll take the gloves. Is there any way I could figure out what the gloves are good for?
You could try to attune to them, or you can, if somebody has a way to identify, you can do that as well.
I just yell out to everybody, "They're definitely magical, but I can't identify them. Crookstaff, can you do anything with these?" And I toss them to him.
These are gloves. Sorry, just look at what somebody wrote in the chat. They said these are gloves of hand warming.
Gloves of hand warmth. Hot pockets.
You know what? I will say,
Hashtag not.
even with Crookstaff, even if he doesn't have identify, he's been around magic long enough to where if he gives me a good Arcana check, he might be able to determine what these are. With the level that you guys are and the experiences that you guys have gone through. Crookstaff.
Now, while he's doing that, I'm talking to Sir Torin, just kind of, trying to comfort him and also offer any kind of consolation that I can.
You kind of get you get the feeling that Sir Torin has really gone into his head a bit. He appreciates it, but right now all his thoughts are his hometown has burned, and those who are under him have been murdered, and he's taken it hard, and he's kind of directing it into purposeful anger. I do want he's gonna though check around the temple though, just to see if the holy symbol or anything, if that still remains or if it's been melted.
It's
Again, I keep my distance, but I stay with him to make sure that he's staying safe.
yeah. When you
But I stay back. I'm not crowding him at this point.
yeah, when you step inside, like everything, all the relics that once were here, the beautiful glass panes, anything of value has been melted down into just nothing. This thing, for the dragon, you know enough about dragons to know that this wasn't like one pass. This was him passing it multiple times just to make sure that there's
This
nothing
was
left.
spending.
He didn't even try to take the treasure.
This wasn't just.
Yeah,
This was fight.
yeah. This was to send a message. Crookstaff, he's like, perhaps we could try these on and see. Oh wait, I think I know what these are. He rolled a natural 20 for his Arcana check, and these are what they are. There you go. Gloves of swimming and climbing. They help you climb and swim better. So you guys can decide who gets that. But yeah, that's other than that, there's really nothing left in this town worthy of grabbing or taking. Belexor definitely did a number on your home village. It hurts because you knew a lot of people here, but thank God your parents had passed away years ago, because you'd hate to think about seeing them in this way. And it doesn't make it really much better, but you do find comfort knowing that your loved ones had already been passed and gone, that lived here.
Okay. Bringing that up, he then goes to check the graveyard to see if the stones have been slagged or not.
Oh yeah, they're the stones are just destroyed. You can't make out any of the names on any of the graves in in there. So even the graves have been.
The disrespect.
Yeah, the
dragon dies.
disrespect to the dead,
And,
right?
And I don't have mending.
Yeah. The wizard, after he tells you what they are, he goes, maybe one of you fiscal boys would be good with these. takes the gloves off with his teeth and then takes another drag from his pipe before he tosses the gloves over to you guys.
Wyndham, I think these gloves would look absolutely fantastic on you.
So he just holds them up and he's like, I don't mind putting them on.
Does Sir Torin have any issues with that?
I was right. They look fantastic on you.
Does Sir
They do
Torin have
look
any
great,
issues?
don't they?
They do.
No?
No.
Okay.
No, he's swimming and climbing. Right now, he's really just thinking of stabbing and smiting.
Got you. I'll put those gloves on your sheet, okay, Wyndham? So in a second here, refresh when I tell you to, and then you should have access to it. So yes, is there anything else you guys want to do here? Or are you ready to move forward, gentlemen?
I mutter under my breath to Wyndham, the paladin's pissed.
I'm at the same time I'm scattering, or I'm just kind of looking around everywhere for, and I know it's probably not going to be easy to find if it's possible, but any type of alcohol lying around or in this rubble or anything like that, because I just want to offer it to the Torin.
Yeah,
If
no.
it's possible to help him, I will.
Yeah, there's. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and do a look. Wyndham, go ahead and roll it at advantage since he's trying to help you find it. See, you see like what used to be an inn, and you're trying to look through there. See if there's anything left.
What kind of roll you want me to do here?
Do an investigation.
Perception.
Investigation with
Okay.
advantage. With advantage.
One. Not good.
Yeah. Straight 5.
And here's number 2. That's better.
Yes. Even with that 19.
Thank goodness for advantage.
Even with that 19, the best you can find is you find what looks like a stairwell down, but the stairs are obviously burned away, and everything inside there is gone. But you do find a single small bottle of ale that is covered in ash and kind of warm, but it's still intact. Everything else, and it's like literally one lucky bottle that's still intact, and it's not even like the best ale you've ever seen, but it is ale. And if the paladin wants it, you might be able to hook him up.
Yeah, I would yell to Wolfane, like, I found one. And probably just run over to Torin.
Yeah, Torin will pop the cap off of it, take a swig, hand it back to Wyndham, and we drink together tonight, brothers.
Just keep passing around.
Yeah. And you guys...
Good warm beer.
Yeah, you drink. You guys have
I don't think it's too picky.
you guys share the beer and kind of like a solemn silence, almost respect to the dead, and you finish off the beer. I mean, there wasn't enough in it to really get anybody drunk, so I'm not going to make anybody suffer from alcoholism here. But while you guys are doing that, Crookstaff, you're looking around and you don't see anything else of note, magically speaking, or anything speaking. From here, you guys realize that you guys have spent about an hour here dealing with the dead, and you know that you still have a few hours ahead of you. There's nothing really left of value in the town, and you know that the road is going to be turning west. It also goes further south towards another town. You guys could choose to head towards that town if you wanted to check it out, but where you need to go to face this dragon is to the west. So you guys are at a crossroads at this, what's left of Waymont. You can either go west or further south. Is that
I
it?
just start walking that way. Don't even say anything.
At this point, I'm literally just going to follow Torin's lead. At that point,
Yep.
I feel like he's really gone through some stuff, so I'm going to just support.
Yep. Sometimes words aren't necessary.
Yeah,
It's the time for action.
Yeah, so remount up and
Would
Crookstaff.
help the wizard get onto his mount.
Crookstaff does say, well, perhaps we should look around for more survivors. But at this point, the rest of you are fairly certain that there is no other survivors. That the one survivor died in your arms. He got to tell you what happened before he passed. But you guys could choose to look around for more survivors if you want. But oh, just in general, he said, not here, not here. Just we should keep going and see if anybody else is in danger. My bad, I read that wrong, I guess. But yes, you guys quickly hop on your horses and get back on the road, and you guys head west, correct? That's where we're heading?
Yep.
All right. As you guys leave the forest behind, you start to see the mountains ahead of you open up, and you start to see more and more of them. You quickly notice the difference in the environment as you guys get closer to your destination. You begin to smell sulfur coming from the mountains. The animals and the wildlife in this area are almost absent at this point, and it is obvious that you've arrived in the dragon's territory. Your eyes catch a dark cave entrance at the top of the closest peak. And the descriptions match the information Miramon had provided you guys earlier this morning. And that might very, very well be where you seek the dragon. You guys notice, like I said, the smell of sulfur coming down, and it's flowing through the water that surrounds the area. Actually, let me see here. Let me bring this up. This should be, yeah, here we go. I want to show you the general area. This is where you guys are coming to now. As you guys come out, you see a river, and you know that this is not where the river had once been. But as he had told you before, the dragon had used some magic to basically cause the river to go around and basically create a way to make it almost impossible for armies to move across against it without it knowing. You notice several springs of water running strong between the rocky alcoves and cliffs around the mountain, bursting bubbles and spitting big splashes of water all around. The current seems normal from a distance, but as you guys get closer and you guys begin to see the water, as it really is, you realize that it runs in an unnatural way, just as Miramon had said. It even defies gravity at times. It goes up, rather than around over some rocks. And the velocity of the water is quite high. And it is difficult to determine the depth of the water in some areas, which seems to vary from place to place. Anybody who has Arcana knowledge, go ahead and give me an Arcana check. Yeah, and as you guys approach, and you do see that Crookstaff is like, oh look, the dragon's den, and that stench. Oh, I can't stand the smell of sulfur. But yes, go ahead and give me an Arcana check if you have it.
You do mean if we're proficient, right?
Yeah, if you're proficient. If you have proficiency in it. Does it? If you don't, here we go. Yeah. Crookstaff, you realize that, yeah, obviously this water was created using very powerful evocation magic. And you do not believe that whatever this dragon used to create it, you guys do not have the means to dispel it at this time, whatever he used. It definitely runs...
Calling the Druid later.
This river runs strong enough to prevent passage from you guys with your horses. At this point, the horses are terrified of this river because it's unnatural. And as you guys get closer, they don't even want to go into the water. They kind of rear back, and it's hard to get them to move. It may be easier to...
Are we noticing, Is there like any heat coming from the water, or is it?
It's warm, but it's not like going to burn you if you try to get through it. But you do realize it's going to take a lot to get through this water because of how fast the current is, and your horses definitely can't make this. I mean, however you guys want to try to get across this river, you guys could try to build something, make a boat, or you can try to swim it, use ropes, whatever you guys think is best. If you have magic that can get you across, you can try to do that. Just let me know what you guys are thinking.
If only we had some gloves of swimming.
I would say, by the way,
Oh, yeah.
Wyndham, I put them on you. You would be, I would say you would attune to them as you guys are traveling. You would have had enough time to attune to the gloves. So you are attuned to those gloves at this point.
All right.
Is there any fallen timber or anything?
There are, as you can see on the map, there are trees around you, and there are some broken logs and stuff like that. You guys could take the time to make some type of means to use the logs to get across if you wanted. Yeah. You see, as
That's
you guys,
my idea.
yeah, as you guys are talking about it, the wizard thumps his staff on the ground, and he causes himself to rise up in the air.
All right.
He's levitating right now. So
Go off.
You can tie a rope around his waist and pull him across like a balloon.
you could.
Like a gentle push.
Yeah, right.
I have freedom of movement.
Hold on, I'm going to change the freedom of movement. There you go.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's one creature.
Can I cast polymorph on myself?
Do you have polymorph?
Hey, I hear water.
What?
Yeah. I don't want to make it too loud. Yeah, if you have polymorph, you could.
How long will it take us to fashion the logs so that we can safely get across? We're about to fight a dragon. I don't want to burn a spell.
Yeah, I got you. If you guys all work together, you could probably get, like, what are you trying to build? Are you trying to build like a bridge? Are you trying to build a boat? What are you trying to build exactly? With the logs. I know you want to put the logs together.
Would it take us less
Some
time
bridge.
to build a bridge than it would to hollow out a log?
I mean, you guys could probably find like an area to where you can, like a smaller area to get across to build a bridge. Like, throw the timbers down if you use them to get across. It wouldn't take you too long. I'd say maybe an hour and a half to build a bridge. If you want to just take a couple logs and try to hollow them out, that'll probably take longer because you got to get in there and hollow them out. But if you want to just throw
I
the
looked
logs
to the group and proposed my idea of bridge making.
We can just toss a tree trunk across there and then just walk over, right? I mean, we can just balance and walk right over, not make a big deal out of it.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Just,
Should we
I
carry
could-
the wizard? I mean, he's gonna fall.
at least floating, isn't he?
Yeah, he's floating, talking about pushing the wizard. Hey, didn't your mother tell you not to push old folks? We have bad hips and all that. He says, give me the rope. You fools.
I actually don't think I have a rope.
I'll give him a rope from my bag.
Nope. I can throw him a shield that he can float on.
Well, you guys could, you guys got the rope. You can throw the rope or have him take the rope and try to throw it across and pull himself. Because with levitate, you can go up and down, but you can't go forward or back. But if somebody was to push him hard enough, you might be able to push him far enough across or far enough to where it's easier for him to throw the rope to something. If you guys want to do that and then use the rope to get across, you could do that. But if you guys want to just...
Do you feel like throwing the wizard?
Well, yes.
more of like a really hard shove to get him, give him a good push for the levitate to carry him forward.
Shove, wizard toss, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt the old guy, but
Yeah,
that's a,
I like how he said that out of character, but on him honestly, he
Oh.
said it in character. He goes, "Oh snap! I forgot about the forward motion. Damn it!" Because I feel
Yeah,
like
whatever. Hurt him. I'll just heal him.
yeah. All right, get on with it. Heave me. Throw me as far as you can. Cranky old wizards.
let's do it.
So with that, go ahead and
Roger, you old bastards.
give me a strength check. No worries. Trying to find it. There we
Oh
go.
my god.
As you go to push him, he just kind of literally goes about 5-6 feet and kind of like spins around because like your push was kind of like off, and
That's awful. Yeah, it's not, it's more of a bump.
yeah, like you just kind of like. Ugh.
Okay.
You know what it was? Because he's so light from the levitate spell, you expected there to be more resistance against your push, and it just you kind of exerted yourself in a way, and it just did not go with the kind of oomph you were hoping for. And he just kind of glides a few
since
feet.
we got him holding, since we got him holding the rope, can we like spin and throw him like hammer toss across? Just
If you know what, if you want to work together, one of you guys can make a check at advantage. With the rope, and you guys working together to try to get him across. Yeah. He's like, wee, as you spin him. So whoever wants to roll the strength check, either you or the fighter, feel free, and roll it at advantage. I'll let you guys try that.
I will.
Yeah, I'll let him. I'm gonna back off and just be like, I'll help, but I'm not.
Can I give somebody a little bit of guidance? Is it too late?
I'll let you give
Okay.
guidance. I'll let you give guidance if you want to go ahead and give guidance. So 23 plus the guidance if you want to
Yeah.
add that to it. It could make a
Yeah,
difference.
D4.
Even with that 23, the guidance still could make a difference. Oh, maxed it out. All right, so with that, 27. Look at that. With, Sir Torin, you've had, with your war wizards, you've experienced levitate. You've done these kind of maneuvers before with your fellow war wizards. So you kind of take the lead, and you kind of tell Sir Wyndham what to do, where to push, and with his assistance, you're able to very easily push your wizard friend or companion across the water. So much so that he doesn't even, you guys are just hoping to get him far enough across where he can throw the rope and pull himself the rest of the way. You guys are able to literally do it enough where he goes all the way across the river, and he can land on the other side and tie the rope to something. So you guys now have the wizard on the other side with the rope to you guys. All right, so you guys could use that rope if you want, or you can still get the log if you want to do that as well, and use maybe them together to get across. However you guys want to go about this. But you guys right now are, you got one person across the river.
I think we're not sure how deep the water is here. That's
This is true. We do not know how deep the water is right here. It's moving so fast that it's really hard to look into it, and it's not necessarily the clearest water. Think of like water rapids, right? But magically enchanted water rapids that are moving at like as if a hurricane was blowing them. Like that's how fast the water is moving.
throw in some dissolved sulfur in it as well.
Yeah, but don't forget, you guys have that nasty sulfur smell all around you, and definitely by the water you can smell it because it's coming down from the mountains.
I'm thinking we still need a log to walk across and just use the rope to guide us.
Yeah,
that's good.
I think you're right, Father.
All right, go ahead. It won't be a difficult DC, but go ahead and give me an investigation roll trying to find a good sized log to get across.
Me?
Or any of you. You guys are all looking for the log, I'm assuming, so you guys can all roll.
Oof.
It might be better if you all look too.
8 on the die, 10 total.
All right.
Would you prefer I use D&D Beyond a roll, or am I cool with the dice?
Con, I've rolled with you enough to where I do trust you. Anybody who's watching this,
All right.
Con is very honorable with his dice roll. We used to roll dice because it's just a much more fun experience to roll your dice. So if I know he's honest for that, so I'm okay with him doing that. Wyndham and Con, you guys aren't really able to find a log, but luckily, Sir Torin, who knows this land.
Oh, well, and I'll get to it.
I know Sir Torin, who knows this land so well, is quickly able to find a solid fallen timber that you guys can use, and it's just the right amount of length. But it does require all three of you guys to work together to move it. Obviously, it's not something he can just pick up and drag himself. But together, I'm not going to make you guys do a strength check. You guys are able to lay it down and get across the river. Well, you can lay it down to get across the river. You guys still do need to make, but because you have the log and you have the rope, go ahead and make a acrobatics or athletics check, whichever you prefer. Either use your strength to pull yourselves across or your agility, but roll it at advantage because you have the rope and the log to get across. All three of you. And good old the wizard just sitting on the other side, smoking his pipe, waiting for you three to get across. Yes.
It's 14 with 16 total.
All right, Sir Torin and nice. Oh, look at that.
All right.
Sir Torin, you
Look at that.
Sir Torin, like, you don't even need the rope. You just kind of like just chug right across. Father, you make it easily. Wyndham, you do it too. All of you guys make it across with no issues. Nobody falls in, nobody slips in. And you guys are finally on the other side of the river with nothing stopping you from making your way up the side of the mountain. And I think right here...
Good work, fellas. I didn't want to have to burn a spell slot.
And right here, we'll stop and take a short break before we get up this mountain, okay? So go get a drink.
All right.
And we shall be right back. Thank you guys all for watching so far. I hope you guys are enjoying these guys trying to get across. So give us a moment. We shall return shortly here. Go ahead and switch over.
Kick the
All right.
tires and light the fires.
We are back. Welcome all of you guys back. I hope you guys enjoyed your break. Sorry, it was a little bit longer than we anticipated. We had a few things we had to take care of, and I'm happy to bring these guys back. We have just crossed the river, and we now have a mountain to traverse to get to the cave, which you guys can see. The mountain, just so you guys know, it's some parts are like trail that you guys can walk. Some parts of it is climbing. It's going to take you a couple hours to get up to that cave entrance, but you guys can see it within sight. And there are areas that you'll be able to just traverse and walk as well. But let's go ahead and get back to it. You guys just got across the
How
river.
can I go with levitate? Because that's still on.
What was that?
I said, how high can I go with the levitate? Because that is still on.
You can go, I think, 20 feet every turn. So every few seconds you can go up. But mind you, you can't move forward or back. So you could go straight up, but you wouldn't be able to go over towards the cave entrance.
We still have the rope tethered to him.
I shall find.
Just carry him.
Could we just like kite him along?
You could. You could drag the wizard up in the air.
Just
along.
like, what was that Pokemon? A Drifloon?
How long does levitate last?
What's that Pokemon?
How long does levitate last?
10 minutes, I think. 20 minutes. 10 or 20 minutes.
Good bit, yeah. I gotta check the duration.
I would honestly say between the time, I mean, how long it took for you guys to decide how to get over, and then for them to go find the log and bring it over, and then for all three of them to make their way across, if it's like a 10-20 minute spell, it would be up at this point.
Up to 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be up by the time that they were able to get everything, find the log, and bring it over, your spell would have been completed at that time. All right?
So basically, he just called us slow.
Pretty much.
Said
mother.
wizard indeed.
But yes, you guys are now across the river, and you guys are able to make your way up the mountain. Give me 1 second here. So, trying to switch.
The whole time up the mountain, I'm just humming. Fuck the dragon, fuck the dragon.
You guys, yeah, like I said, it's a couple hours at the mountain. It's about, with the guesstimation with the trail going up and just the little bit that you have to climb, it's about a 2-hour trek to the top where you can get into this place. As you make your way up, you do find yourself coming to a ledge, an area where it's definitely like a trail of some sort where you're
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes, a ledge. You're an ass.
Nah.
That's why I love Khan. I keep him around just for that purpose. You get to a point where it's almost like stairs. You know, these mountains have been here for a long time, and there's been a lot of dragons, both good and evil, that have called them home. And so, over time, when good dragons were living here, there were steps carved into certain sections of this mountain. And you guys are kind of at a part where you can see where people who were like travelers had come up here to pay their respects to dragons who once lived here long ago. And I'm going to bring you guys onto that map. Okay. You guys are currently in this area right here. So go ahead and drop your tokens on that map. We're going to switch the map over here as well on the OBS. So that way people can see the map. Go ahead and try to move them. All right. As you guys are moving up the steps, everybody go ahead and give me a perception roll. Okay. 6 and 9, 10, 12. All right. Wyndham. Nice. Everybody except for Father Wolfane. Yeah, you guys are, as you guys are discussing how to potentially get this dragon to come out, you notice that there's some movement in the bushes ahead of you over in this general area. And which all of a sudden, as you guys are moving up, you notice that it gives you enough, heads up to where you guys are able to prepare. And as they realize that you guys have noticed them, they all start to pop out. And you notice several lizard men, large, tough, popping out. One of them looks to be a shaman, and another looks to be what you would call. Actually, go ahead and give me. No, you guys would know these because you guys have been around long enough to know what they are. What they would call a lizard king, which is usually the head honcho of a tribe. There you go. This is what you guys see. So with that, yeah. And they immediately start to yell, and they're preparing to attack. Several of them have bows. You see the shaman up on top of the cliff start to go into casting, and the lizard king looks to be staring you down, Sir Torn. So with that, I want you guys to go ahead and click your tokens and roll for initiative as we begin to enter combat. There we go. All right, so we're in the top of the round here, and it looks like our wonderful cleric has the first initiative. So as I said, you see all these lizardmen. You see a bunch of standard lizardmen pop up from the bushes. A large, much tougher, much sturdier lizard with looks like horns coming out of his head stand up as well. And up on top of the second cliff, you see 3 more lizardmen, 2 with bows and 1 going into spell casting. The black one here. That's the shaman. Yep. All right, so you're going to target with Sacred Flame. Go ahead and give me a roll for that. All right, let me bring it. Gotcha. And that's on the shaman, right? 16 save for the dex, right? Shaman. All right. He definitely makes that save. I rolled a natural 18. So yeah. Sacred Flame goes up, and he sidesteps as the flames erupt right next to him. Seems that he's been through some experiences himself and is a little bit tougher than a normal lizard man. He saw that spell coming and was able to sidestep it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's it. All right. All right, so with that, the next person up is our lovely half-orc here. Our half-orc hero. Sir Win. Yeah, Sir Wyndham. What is Sir Wyndham's movements? Yes, if you can see there, the standard ones are the green ones with like the black nose, and then there's that one right there is your shaman. All right, go ahead and give me your roll. Yeah, no. You definitely miss with that 10. 10 does not hit. All right, roll again. Yeah, so that first arrow you fire, and it bounces off of like his shield. Second one, it just goes wide. You're just like, ha, ha. Just shot after shot. Boom, boom. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You're like, fuck this. Ah. All right. The dice do not like you. You. You're like, ah. Yes. As so as you see as you guys see the cleric run up and call out to his divine magic, and the fire goes up, and the shaman quickly spins, dodging it. You see the half-orc right next to him firing 2 arrows, and the first arrow the shaman deflects it, the second arrow goes flying right past it. He gets pissed, throws his bow down, and pulls out a hand axe and throws it at another lizard man, and it just goes wide, hits the rocks, and tumbles into the bushes. Anything else you're doing? And with that, Sir Torn, it's your go. Right there. Go ahead and roll it. Wisdom save. All right. Let me get to his sheet so I can check him out. Wisdom. Shouldn't be too bad. He fails. Actually, he would have failed anyways because he wants that. He wants to fight you. He sees you as a challenge. So I won't even have him. He won't even roll it. He accepts it, and he slams his chest. Ah! As you hear the other lizardmen all yell out and like cheers as he like accepts the compel that you're putting on him. Yeah. You gonna throw it at him, or you're gonna throw it at him, right? Yeah, sounds good. Nice. Very nice. So 7 plus the radiant, right? I got you. So yes, all right. So right off the bat, you see Sir Torrin, seeing that his friend Sir Wyndham here was struggling with his shots, puts himself between the Lizard King and his comrades, and he takes a sword, sticks it in the ground. Light glows as you feel magic rush out towards the Lizard King compelling it to charge Sir Torin. And as he does, he reaches and pulls out a javelin, throwing it, striking the Lizard King right in the upper chest, like right above, right in the shoulder pretty much. And it lets out like an angry growl as it yanks it out and throws it down. You still have a couple more attacks, I believe, right? One more attack, yeah. $23, another, nice. Another 11. Yeah, and a second javelin, boom. Sir Wyndham, you see how accurate his javelins are, and you can't help but feel a little jealous at how tough this paladin is. You're a little impressed. You hate to admit it, but you are. With that, it is the Lizard King's turn. And he, seeing you and pulling out that second javelin and tossing it down as the blood begins to seep from his wounds, he's going to move up towards you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just out of range. But he has, let's see here, he has a trident, which he's going to chuck at you as part of his, since he can't get in close with you, he's going to chuck a trident at you. Let's see here. All right, you ready? Let's see. Natural 19. 19 plus 5. That's a 24. I'm pretty sure 24 hits you, yes? So with that. So just barely. With that, you see him charge up, reel back his own trident, and throw it right at you. And deals 8 points of damage to you with the trident. And that's all he can do this turn. So with that, he will yell out like, "Ah!" And then it'll be his lizard men's turn. Alright, so... yeah. This one here is going to fire at... Not since Sir Torin is engaged with the Lizard King, he is more focused on the others. He's going to fire at you, Sir Wyndham, with his attack. He's going to try to whittle down his comrades, or the paladin's comrades. Right, so with that, he's going to use his short bow on you, and misses horribly. Just as you missed earlier, his shot goes completely wide, and you don't even see where the arrow lands. It just goes really far away. And he fires a second arrow at you. Does 15, 16, 17 hit you? So the second arrow, you deflect it with your blade as it comes in. You just ting. Still, you weren't able to hit, but your defense is on par as his arrows go right past you. The next one, from up here, he moves up to right here, and he's going to fire at you, Father. Also with 2 arrows. I'm pretty sure 9 misses you, but does a 15 hit? No? Yep, so just same as that. You see it, and your agility, you're able to spin and dodge the first arrow. The second arrow, you quickly... Do you have a shield? I think you have a shield, don't you? Yeah, you smack the second arrow away with the shield as you see it coming, and the lizard man looks frustrated as you easily deflect his blows. And now the shaman's turn. Anyways, with that, the shaman's going to cast a spell on you guys. Let's see here. Let me bring up what his spells are. This guy's got some fun spells. He's going to cast Entangle on you guys. Let's see here. I'm going to see if that... I'm going to look at how much it covers. 20-foot square radius. Oh, yeah. On the 3 of you guys, basically, right here is where he's going to cast it. So... Go ahead and draw like a shape on there.
I saw a wizard still floating around somewhere.
20 foot, yeah. I'm just gonna do like good enough. Like that area right there is pretty much all entangled. And if you guys want to know what that does, I'll send it up in here so you guys can read it. All right.
For you guys, that's safe, right? You guys, because you're within 10 feet of me, you have +5 to your saves.
I don't think there is a save board, is there?
Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground 20 foot square starting. Yeah. A creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained. So yeah, everybody has to make a strength saving throw. I'll tell you what the DC is here. Give me a sec. So
That's on our turn, right? Or is it now?
It's now.
It's now.
Okay.
Just casting it on
And you
you
say
guys.
it was a +5?
Yeah, everyone has +5.
Woo!
It's not a. It's a DC 15. So 15 strength save. Wyndham, you shrug off the restraints. Oh no. Sir Torin, as you prepare.
15 on the
15 on the die.
15 on the die, 20 total.
Nice. Yeah. So both the priest and the fighter, you guys shrug off these vines as they whip up from the ground to try to wrap around your wrist. So Torin, you're so focused on the Lizard King that by the time you realize that it's getting you, you find yourself held, restrained in place by the plants. What that does, just for you to know, restrained creatures, your speed becomes 0. You can't benefit from any bonus to speed, and your attack rolls against creatures attack rolls against the creature or against you have advantage. So anything attacking you has advantage while you're restrained. And you have disadvantage on your attacks, and you have disadvantage on dex saves while you're restrained. So either break free or fight through it, but it's wrapped around you pretty tight.
Crookstaff yells up from behind and says, "This is why we don't lead from the front."
So with that, that'll be the shaman's turn, and it is now Crookstaff's turn.
Ooh. Alright. Things are gonna get interesting for the Lizard King. Crookstaff holds up his staff and does like a little double tap on the ground, looks up at him and snarls in Draconic. He says, "You fool, stand down. We're here for the escort." And with that, he's going to cast a spell.
All right.
I look at Wyndham and I say, "The escort?"
What's he talking about?
I don't know.
To take us to the one upstairs. The one in the den.
So you're casting it on who? Which one is it? It's not on all of them. It's on one, right?
The king.
On the king.
The king. I'm telling him to call off his kin and basically take us up the mountain.
All right. So what's the save on that for him? Right, it's a saving throw.
Let me double check. Yeah. $17 looks like.
17. Let me see if he can break it. Ooh, the wizard. The wizard may make this fight a lot shorter for you guys. And what is it? A wisdom or intelligence? Said it was a wisdom save?
Yeah,
wisdom
double checking it.
throw.
Yeah, it's wisdom. Yep.
He fails. So you basically command him to do an activity. You command him to stop fighting and take you up the hill, yes?
I want him to call off his kin, lead us to their master, and protect us if need be.
So you give the command for him, and all of a sudden, well, it's not his turn yet, so on his turn he'll be able to do that. You guys hear him yell that. Actually, you know what we'll do, because you're doing that, and they hear you yelling that out in Draconic. They all speak Draconic. Do any of you guys speak Draconic?
Yeah, I do.
Torin does.
Yeah, so you guys understand that he's saying that, again, which is why you guys are like, what? And everybody stops for a second, and the Lizard King kind of like shakes his head for a second, and then raises his hand for his people to stand down.
With the casting of that spell, the compel duel is off of him.
Yeah. So, and they will.
I'll call up to him, also gesturing to the others, say, "And cut them loose, damn it! We don't have time for this."
Well, you know what? Honestly, when the king calls it off, the shaman just dispels it. He hesitantly, the shaman. Actually, you know what I will do? The shaman will roll a perception or an insight check. No, he definitely rolled a 5, the nat 5. So he definitely is like, okay.
One thing you guys notice about Crookstaff too is when he starts using his magic, he seems to become a little more spry and, a little less senile and slightly batshit.
Huh?
Almost like he just kind of taps into it and it lets it guide him.
Very nice. I like that.
Very cool.
So with that, you guys are able to end this combat rather quickly. And without too much violence. Very smooth.
Yeah, Wyndham does not speak Draconic, and he is confused as to what the hell, why everyone just stopped.
Well, I'll tell you. They've got a bard in their crew, and they heard about you, sir.
They must have been so scared of me throwing my weapons around
Absolutely.
that they just said, we're not dealing with this anymore.
That display, they were like, the dude is a berserker. It's just best if we give up. And that's what they've done. You, sir, are a hero.
Thank you.
No, sir, thank you.
So with that, you guys are free to make your way up the rest of the mountain.
All right, so Torin's gonna recover his javelins.
My hand axes, I will go angrily pick them up.
I'm going to try and find the arrows.
The lizardmen, though, obviously they're listening to their king. The rest of them seem hesitant and unsure as to why they're doing this, but they don't go against their leader's wishes. But they kind of walk at a distance and still keep their weapons at ready in case you guys decide to turn and try to fight them again. Prepared for anything. But you guys are able to make your way.
Keep in mind that they were also told to protect us if need be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're still, that's what the Lizard King said. Remember, you charmed him, not all of them. So they're listening to his commands.
Oh,
so they're going with you guys to make sure you guys make it up the rest of the way. But they're still kind of hesitant and unsure as to why their king decided to trust you after accepting the challenge of the paladin, who is clearly the enemy of who they're following, of Baal Exor. But you guys are able to make your way up to the top. When you guys reach the top, you can see the entire Queen's Forest and the stretching lands of the Alamore Kingdom in the horizon. From the top of the mountain, you see wild winds rushing, trying to knock you off your feet, but you firmly hold your ground. This is the magic that was keeping you guys from being your people from flying and landing here, which is one of the reasons why you had to take this route that you took to get here. Because even standing here, having a firm grip on the ground, you almost feel like you're going to get blown off the side of the mountain. After
Crookstaff starts unrolling the rope that was wrapped around him still, and says, "Wait, can we do the balloon trick one more time?"
You sure you want to do that? As soon as they let go of the rope, you're gone.
No, wizard.
But after hours
Maybe
of
before we leave.
you guys have finally reached the top. The cave entrance is large enough for an adult red dragon to get in and out. The dark cave goes down into the depths of the mountain, and you see a set of natural stairs within the walls of the cave that go at a slight decline into the darkness. And that's what you guys see in front of you. I don't have a map for that, so if you're waiting for the map, don't.
That's it. I'm riding.
We're gonna be here a really long time.
I'm going to.
So Sir Torn has his sword drawn, and it's casting a. Oh wait, no, it does not cast light. I'm sorry, I thought it did. Oop.
Are you guys? Yeah, I'm assuming you guys enter the cave. Yes.
I touched Sir Torrin's sword, not in a manner where I'm going to cut myself, and I cast light on it.
Ow! Damn it!
Yeah, I'm not going to touch. I'm not going to touch the sharp part.
Usually, you should ask a man before you touch his sword.
That's almost as bad as a paper cut.
Yeah. What a mean paladin.
What a mean paladin. As you guys make your way into the cave, and with the light spell on the sword, you guys are able to see clearly, those of you who do not have dark vision. And you begin to go down the decline as it forms like a natural staircase. And it kind of goes around, almost going down. Everybody give me a dexterity check.
Remember, you have +5 to it by being within 10 feet of me.
Oof.
7 on the die, 12 total.
Guys, you have +5 to these. Wow.
Here,
Yes,
guys, being with me makes it a lot safer.
Yeah.
As Sir Torrin as Sir Torrin is speaking to you guys, talking about how safe you are with him in the lead, he steps on some loose rocks and takes a huge slip. Unless somebody wants to try to grab you, you will take falling damage.
Yeah, I'm going to try and grab him.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
And why couldn't it have been acrobatics? Oh, man. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's a 7 + 1. You pull me down.
Yes. You both go tumbling down, and you take 8 points of damage each from falling down these steps. You go down several feet. You don't go all the way down to the bottom, but you guys slip, and then you kind of catch yourselves after a few moments and get yourselves back up. A little bruised and battered, but not too bad. No broken necks, no broken legs. You guys are able to keep moving. The descent takes about a half an hour to get down.
All right, and I'm a cast healing word on him.
Okay.
All right.
You gain 8 hit points back. So
Looks like you got a whole damn 8.
which is what you took.
Hey.
So with that, the stairs bring you guys into a humongous chamber. The floor of the chamber is filled with a lake of lava. As you guys step into the room, hold on, let me change the music for this. This is good stuff right here. Let's go ahead and get some. Here we go.
Lava.
Yeah, you hear the lava?
No one said it was spa day.
Yeah. You guys see the lake is filled, with lava, and the only place that looks safe enough to stand is this large rocky island that the stairs lead right onto, which can be reached at the very bottom of the stairs. Yeah, like it's very easy for you guys to get down there. There is a huge, heavy odor of sulfur in the air, and you guys are pretty sure that you've arrived at where you need to be. Let me go ahead and bring this over here.
Where they make the egg
Crookstaff
salad.
starts muttering a bit to himself, but out loud. and it kind of intersperses between common and draconic. And he starts muttering about having the Lizard King build one of those hot rock massage tables over here.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna put you guys on the map here. All
We
right.
won't be able to move ourselves if you do, though, will we?
See if you can. I just put you on there. Down by the stairs. Put 2 of you on there.
I can't grab me, so.
Hold on a second here. I do need to do one thing.
I put myself on there if you want to delete me and resize me.
Oh no, Quickstaff's in the fire.
Damn it.
Oh, damn that burns.
So you weren't able to move yourself? Alright, there we go. I shrunk you.
No.
Just double check and make sure the token is actually assigned to.
Oh,
you
yeah,
and
they are.
him.
They are
Maybe
assigned.
That's the issue.
They should be assigned, so I mean, I assigned them already. So.
Sometimes it'll take off one of the users. I've noticed that lately.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Alright, so, real quick here. I'm going to mute. You guys aren't listening to the chat on there, are you? Actually, no, it's alright. I will say this. With
Chat on where?
The music, I don't hear it anymore.
No, not the music. Crookstaff. This is information that you may know, and you can choose to share it with the others if you wish. Let me bring it up here. Stupid thing. Where'd it go? Okay, yes. You are quite familiar with certain dragons' tactics, and while you descend into the chute chamber, you quickly realize that you recognize a faint bit of activity on the surface of the lava to the north, and you're pretty confident that Balorx is hiding in the lava, ready to try to jump out and surprise you and your allies. Now, if you...
Oh, I was gonna say, would my feet apply here?
Your what?
Would my alert feet apply here?
Yeah, like you know that he's there. So. But he's not within range. He's further up north. But you see it as you're like descending these stairs. You see that in the distance, some movement in the lava.
Oh no, I get that. I'm just saying, would the alert feat of me not being surprised apply?
Yeah, it applies. Like you're not surprised, and you notice him in the lava as you guys are going down the stairs.
I'll call out to the others, kind of hushed, and motion, off in that direction. There's something lurking just below the surface. I think it's him.
You guys look up, and all you guys see is lava. You don't see a dragon. So you're wondering.
With a big bubble.
There's a lot of big bubbles as like the lava's popping and splurting.
He kind of waits for a second. Says, "There, that one, right there."
You guys are hoping that he's not crazy.
God damn it! Popped again.
So Torin has alert as a feat. So I can't be
That's what I
surprised
was
while
asking.
conscious.
Yeah, that's fine. But as you guys move into the chamber, and you guys see the map, right? So this is where you're at. You see this big lava area surrounding this island, but you don't see the dragon, and you don't see the egg immediately in front of you.
Real quick side note too on the alert feat. I didn't add my +5 into initiative before, so just remind me. I'll have to do it manually.
Okay. You guys want to move in? As you guys get to the bottom stairs, part of you guys are wondering if the wizard's nuts, or if he knows what he's talking about. But you guys,
No, he's not.
He's bad shit, but he gets a little bit.
He seems to know what he's talking about, though.
Yeah,
Once it
regardless,
comes
I'm
to
still
magic, he kind of has like savant zoning in on it.
yeah, I'm still drawing my shield and pulling out my sword to be ready for whatever's next. But I'm just scanning. I'm looking around as like feverishly, trying to spot the egg first and foremost. But yeah.
all right. So as you guys start to move out, just as the wizard says, go ahead and move you guys up right around where you see the cleric and the paladin, whatever order you guys want to be up there, or wherever you want to be positioned. But as you guys are moving further in there, he busts up out of the water, or not water like that. The water. He busts up out of the lava.
Lava.
The
Oh
lava.
damn! You know what else I just realized about my charm spells? I can split them between more than one target if they're only single target.
Nice. Well.
I completely forgot that feature.
All right.
The more you know.
The more you know. The more you know. All right, let me go ahead and bring up his information here real quick. All of a sudden, you see Balexor pop up out of the lava, and he flies up over the eye as the lava spills off of him, landing on the island in front of you. The lava splurting and burning through the stone, and he laughs maniacally, realizing that you guys knew where he was. He gave up on the trying to surprise you, and he approaches. Why have you come? And he speaks to you in common. He doesn't speak to you in Draconic. You know he will die here.
Selling wizard scout cookies.
I like
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, the rightful ruler
Troop
of this
22.
land, we have been ordered to seize the egg from you, and in the name of Waymount, I will end you.
You fool. You come to her summons, only to die. The egg is mine, and so is your lives. And with that, magma erupts from a point on the ground, and we are in combat. All right? So, let's go ahead and roll initiative, peoples. Let me go ahead and clear the initiative counter here. Let's go ahead and clear list.
Plus 5
For me, it's a
on,
new one.
whatever comes up on.
Okay, I guess I'll roll again.
Yeah, don't forget to add the +5 to whatever you roll.
Ah. For me also?
Yeah, all you get a +5.
Okay.
I'll switch it for you on there.
Oh,
Whoever
we do?
whoever has alert feats.
Yeah, I don't have alert feats. I've got half elf feats.
Let me add him to the turn. I'm gonna roll his initiative.
I forgot to select my token again.
Yeah, me too.
Fail. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see here. He has a... Oh, really? That's whack.
I just want to say, so by Lexor, is that going to be 3 boxes or 4?
Alright, you guys... It's not rolling for you. It's alright. I'll add you guys on there. For some reason, it didn't add you to the turn.
12 for me then.
Yeah. Let's go. The numbers are going. Alright. You said you got a 12 as well? Right?
Just ignore the extra rolls. My signal's getting a little wonky.
No worries. Wyndham, you got a 23? Or is it more because of the +5 also?
No, I think only Crookstaff and Torin have the +5
Oh, really? Oh,
for initiative. Yeah. but mine's calculated in because I have the thing on. I have the Beyond 20 on.
He goes on 12. And you went on a 14. Or no, right? Yeah, 14. And he goes, what the hell? It's like erasing the stats that I'm putting on him. It's really weird.
Okay, we're going to erase the stats anyway.
Joseph,
You got a paladin on a mission.
You got a 9. It's already calculated for you, right? Is what you said?
Right, but so it didn't do it the first time.
Oh, got you. So yeah, you first time you had a 15 the first time, right?
15.
Yeah, I'll fix that. All right. And I got a 23. Jesus. All right.
Let's say I had an 8 the first time, if that matters.
We also had a bonus to it as well. You had a +5, or did you already add the 5?
No. Con doesn't have the bonus to it.
Yeah, I'm saying when Con rolled it, he didn't add the bonus, right? So yeah, you'd be much more. 9 or 8, 13. That's what you have, Con.
No, I don't get a +5.
Yeah, because you're next to him. Anybody within the Paladin's aura.
That's only on saving. That's only on saving throws.
Oh, I thought it was to the initiative too. My bad.
No.
I was misunderstanding what you meant. I'm an idiot. Now chat knows too. All right. So with that,
No, they just know we need. They just know I need new dice because I keep failing saving throws.
All right, Sir Wyndham. Balexor he's just landed right here ahead of you guys. And he is a very large creature. In fact, he is a huge dragon. And he is laughing maniacally as you puny mortals have entered his lair. And it's your go.
I am going to run and try to hide behind one of these rock piles.
All right, move your guy.
That's very inspiring.
Just right over here.
Shit, dragon, take cover. That's my line.
And honestly, I'm just trying to hide right now. And like I said, I can go ready my sword for whatever comes next, but I'm not going to take any action.
All right. At the end of your turn, he will use a lair action. And he will basically, you're going to love this, he's going to make a volcanic gas. Form a cloud in a 20-foot radius. Over right where you went. He's dropping a cloud of gas over on your area. And that gas requires you to, let me look at it, make a Constitution save.
Okay.
And unfortunately, because you're more than 10 feet from me,
Right, I don't get any of the bonuses anymore. Fantastic. Yeah, this.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's my fault. I ran immediately. Just think about how I would have ran immediately when he just came out of the lava, and I just would have watched him. But you said Constitution saving throw, right?
Con save, yeah.
What?
All right. So as this cloud engulfs you, you choke a second, but you're able to fight through it as you are in the middle of this volcanic gaseous cloud. You're fine. Nothing's happened to you at this turn. All right, and that's the end. That's the end of his
Staff holds up his
I
pipe
will-
and kind of cackles. So sounds like that went down the wrong pipe, Sonny.
Yeah, after, so I mean, I ran 15 feet over. I'm just going to run 15 feet back. Just kind of over here.
All right.
Just out of range of that BS.
All out. All right, with that, Sir Torin, it's your go.
Wait, am I not allowed to split up my movement?
No, I
Is that
I
what-
thought you
is
were.
what
I thought you were done with your turn, which is why I did the lair action. But that's fine. I'll let you. It will work.
Oh, I'm
that way.
sorry. Okay.
You're good. So, Sir Torin, it's your go. There's a cloud of gas to your immediate right. There's a dragon in front of you.
Then yeah, don't go right. Go left.
Go left.
Obviously.
Definitely the way to go.
Okay. I am going to. Alright, so Torin is going to move up 30 feet. Yeah. Right. More.
Distance.
All right. You gonna do anything else?
Yeah, so I could double move up and get to him, but I couldn't attack, so actually no, I can't do that. So I get there and just ready for if the dragon gets close.
Okay. So you basically stand there, position yourself ready. Do you want to take a defensive stance? Of some sort? I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? I will. Yeah, you know what? I will do the dodge action.
Yeah.
So that gives him disadvantage, and I get advantage on dex saves, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Yeah. So I'll take the dodge action.
All right. With that, that'll be your turn. Master Mage, it is your go.
So, funny question on my twin enchantment feature that I said could split the enchantment. Can I have him smacked with it twice, just out of curiosity?
No.
Damn. Alright, well, regardless, we're going to test one out anyway.
All right. What are you casting?
Sorry, my sheet's being goofy. Give me one second.
We forgive you. One and only time.
I don't know. Yeah, okay.
All right. What's the DC?
I believe 17.
18. Oh yeah, he saves easily. You go into casting an enchantment on trying to ensnare his mind, and he just shakes it off, looks over in your direction, and laughs. Nice try, wizard.
I thought so too.
You're gonna stay there, or you're gonna move anywhere? Your choice. I'm just asking.
I'm gonna hang back for a moment.
Okay. So with that,
Hanging back.
he will also, at this point, the ground begins to quake right under you, Sir Torin. You give it a different color, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All of a sudden, the ground beneath your feet begins to shake violently as you feel tremors beneath your feet. And I need you to make a dex save, but since you have the dodge action, you have it at advantage.
Yay.
It's a good thing you have it at advantage. That will be enough to save. You start to feel like, oh crap, and your foot slips momentarily, but you quickly catch yourself and you hold your ground as the ground shakes beneath your feet. First, you're almost uncertain if lava's going to bust up underneath you, but it doesn't. It's just a very strong earthquake underneath you. With that, it is Balix's turn, and he is going to charge right up to you, since you are so brave and foolish. And he is going to... Oh, didn't mean to do that. I just deleted him.
A little column A, a little column B.
He's going to charge right up to you. And he's going to... First... Yeah. Frightful Presence. Anybody within 120 feet of him must make a saving throw. A wisdom save.
I'm immune to being frightened.
I know you are, so that's fine. But everybody else needs to make a saving throw.
There we go. Big ol' 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wisdom
great.
save. Ouch. What you got for us, Father
I just
Wolfen?
run into the lava.
I'm pretty sure I'm immune.
Are you?
I don't know. I'm checking now. You said fear, wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, wisdom save. I think doesn't frighten just make you don't have to run away with frighten. You just
I was just
you have disadvantage to try to attack them. You don't want to. You want to stay away from them. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted you guys to make sure you're good. Don't feel like you have to run away from him. You just... There is a certain fear. Looking at this gigantic dragon, both for Crookstaff and Wyndham, you realize like how big and powerful this beast is. And a certain fear seeps into your heart for the moment as you realize the challenge before you.
Like he's big.
Yeah, it's a little too fucking big.
I got a 25 on my save.
Yeah, you were unfazed by his size. With that though, he is going to make 3 attacks, a bite and 2 claws at you, Sir Torin. So let me go ahead.
He does them all with disadvantage.
Does he now? Okay.
Yeah,
Well.
the dodge action.
All right, so that's true. It's 15. 15 plus 14 though is I'm pretty sure going to be a hit. It's better than the nat 20 I rolled.
Yeah.
You stole that nat 20 away.
Yes.
So for the bite, yeah, the bites are going to be a hit.
Always happy to steal that away.
Yeah.
Too
and
bad we didn't have those crit tables, huh?
And the first claw's a miss. Yeah, I know, right? Oh my god, another nat 20 that's stolen. And that's a 9 plus 14. 9, 10, 11, 12. 23, though.
Yeah.
It still hits, right?
Yeah, that hits.
So it's a hit, but 2 crits that were taken away from me. Jeez. All right. It's a good thing you did that defense action, huh? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and roll the damage. So for the bite, as he bites down onto you through your armor, you take 19 points of damage. 19 points of damage of piercing and 8 points of damage of fire. And then
Okay.
for the claw, 5, 9 plus 8. 17 points of slashing damage from the claw that tears into you. You see Baluxor slam down on the ground. The frightful presence booms out at everyone. You see Sir Torin standing there holding his ground, unfazed, and the dragon looks annoyed as he reaches down, clamping his mouth along the knight's armor, biting deep into it, and then picking him up momentarily, slashing him, cutting him underneath an open area in his plate armor, and then dropping him to the ground. Torin lands on his feet, ready to go. All right, with that, turn order is now, sir, it's the father, Father Wolfen.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna did with I'm gonna move. Let's see here. Flip flopping floodles. 5, 10, 15, and oh boy, I'm going to channel divinity, cloak of shadows, which will render me invisible through this turn and up until my next turn. So 10, 15, and then I'm going to slide right over here.
All right.
And let's see here. Hold up. Let's check out the bonus action. Bonus action, I am going to healing word. Oh man. Wyndham is he visibly damaged? Who just
Torin just got.
Torn.
Torn.
Yeah, he's got
Here.
slapped up.
Oh nope, I don't need to move. Okay, he's within range, so I am going to do a little bit of healing word for 5. And that'll be all for the priest.
All right.
Donde este requiem.
And with that, we are at the top of. Actually, wait. As you finish your turn, he unleashes lava with his other lair action. I haven't even done his legendary actions. Actually, I think I can do both because I can do a lair and the legendary actions. So you're gonna like this one,
You don't
I
have
believe
to.
so if you have enough points.
The one goes off at 20, right?
huh?
I think legendaries. I think legendaries are on no, layers are on 20. Legendaries are on after turns.
No. All right, so. Oh, so I should have done that first. All right, so legendary. Let's see here. The 3 legendary actions. He's going to do a tail attack on you. So as the healing word seeps into you, he sees the healing, and it looks like he's pissed that somebody's even attempting to heal you, and he's going to attempt to slam his tail into you. It's still at disadvantage.
Yep.
And
That's a miss. I rolled like a 5.
I would call out, but I'd give my position away.
And as he does it, he swings that tail around. You hold your ground and you block it with your shield. Slams into your shield, and you take the blow and you hold your ground. Stand firm. And with that, we are at the top of the round.
Interchronica yelled
Out of
back at him,
curiosity, are
"Keep the
those
power of the platinum
lizard
dragon."
folk still within shouting range?
What's that? Oh, the lizard folks. No, they're not. They're way at the top.
I said, out of curiosity, are they within range by chance?
No, they're not. They're nowhere near range. You guys traveled down 30 minutes down into this thing, and they did not come with you.
Oh, I didn't catch the descent part. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I thought they were in like shouting distance, but I'm way off.
No. All right, and then what did the paladin say?
Oh, as like he hits the shield where the platinum dragon is painted on it, it's like, "See the power of the platinum dragon," Draconic at him.
That only seems to piss him off more. With that, we're at the top of the round. Sir Wyndham, you have your chance to do something if you wish.
So, and I'm still frightened, correct?
You are frightened. Oh, actually, well, at the end of your turn, you get to make another save to try to break from it.
So I can't go closer to him. I think he's kind of shaking because he's frightened, and he's gonna pull out his longbow. There's really not much else he can do at this point from over here. But he's just gonna rip 3 arrows simultaneously as quick as he can.
All right, go ahead and fire those 3 arrows.
There's the first. Not great.
No, you are not. You're better with your
There's the
sword than you are with your
second.
bow.
No, I know. Yeah, I wish I could use my sword. Third one. No, this is awful. Oh wow. So again, I just kind of send arrows over the dragon or just all around this place. And
Yeah, and by the way, that wasn't even
I'm
at
still scared.
disadvantage like you're supposed to roll. So I mean, but you don't have to roll it because they all miss. So, boom, boom, boom. The fear of this giant beast. You just
honestly,
you reel back.
if I
Fire.
rolled at disadvantage, that might be better now because then I would have been able to roll a little bit, a couple times more.
But yes, all three
All,
arrows.
all I'm thinking is they're hitting off the back of Torin.
No, they're hitting him, but they're just bouncing off of him. You know, like his scales are so hard
Yeah.
from age that the arrows are just not finding any weak spots in its defenses, and it just chuckles as you panic fire. Go ahead and give me another saving throw to see if you can fight off the effects.
Wisdom, right?
Yeah. Also,
Okay.
I forgot to have
Yeah,
Crookstaff
not close
roll his
enough.
as well. So Crookstaff, go ahead and roll yours as well.
What was the
The DC. It was a
yeah?
saving-
What am I rolling it off of?
It's a wisdom save. Sir Wyndham, you are still panicked. You have not been able to shake it yet.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this not to double.
Wyndham is embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed. Remember what you did to the lizard folk.
Oh yeah, I think that's exactly what messed me up.
All right. So with that, Wyndham, your turn's over. It is Sir Torin's turn.
All right. As a bonus action, I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Daggering Smite. So
Wisdom save.
only after I hit. Only if I hit.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next time you hit the creature with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon pierces body and mind. Attack deals 46 psychic damage to the target in addition, and then there's a saving throw that staggers it. So I've cast that, and now I will make my first attack with my Holy Avenger longsword.
Nice.
All right. Don't fail me now, dice.
Don't fail me now. It failed you. That first one's a miss.
Yeah. Figured.
That's a hit.
All right.
On that, in that
So
save.
it did. Right. Plus, I have to roll. I need to roll the psychic damage for the.
It makes the save though.
Okay, so he's not. He isn't staggered, but he does take. So he takes 19 psychic damage, and I don't know why it's doing.
Looks like you're fighting with one hand, right? So it'd be 17.
Yeah.
Rating against fiends or
Plus
undead,
the-
and I think it's 8, right?
Right.
And
So
8.
it's 1d8 plus 9, so that was the 17, and then the normal radiant I do is the 8, so 25, 17 slashing damage, 8 radiant damage, and 19 psychic damage.
It's not a bad blow for your second strike there. Too bad you didn't hit him twice, right?
Well, I wouldn't have got the psychic damage on the.
On the second one. No, but I'm saying like,
on the-
yeah, but I'm saying it's still
yeah, no.
pretty solid hit. Let's see here. So
Yep.
17 plus
And then
19. 44 points of damage, by the way, with that swipe.
And it was a It was a wisdom 18 saving throw that you need to make.
Oh yeah, he failed. He succeeded on the saving throw. On the wisdom save.
Okay.
So it'll be half the damage.
All
Or
right.
it just doesn't make him staggered, right?
Right. Yeah. So he doesn't.
He took the damage. He just didn't
Yeah,
get
he doesn't
staggered.
Yep.
All right. Would that be your turn?
Yeah. That's. I did. Yeah. I'm not moving. I'm standing there. He is. We are going toe to toe, or claw to toe.
All right. He is going to, seeing that the cleric disappeared. He's still invisible at this point. He's going to use a legendary action to detect the. And what would he need the roll to find you? You still have to make a you'd have to make a stealth check even though you're invisible at advantage.
No, it's divine magic.
I know, but it's still even with invisibility you can still be at least know where you're generally at. He has blind sight as well, which means he can still detect you.
He'll know like the rough area, but not.
Yeah, there's no save. As an action, you can use Channel Divinity to become invisible, and then till the end of your next turn, or until I attack or cast a spell.
No, you're still invisible. He's not trying to pierce the invisible. He's just trying to get an idea of where you might be here. He's using his blind sight, his senses, his dragon senses to perceive where you're at generally. He's not gonna be able to see through your invisibility. He's just detecting generally where you're at, which that's what I'm saying. Like even though you're invisible, you roll a stealth at advantage, and then it's to see if he can detect where you're at. That's what I'm doing with it. It's he has a detectability to detect where people are.
That's going to be a natural 20.
And he's not able to detect where you are with his rolls. So that will be his legendary action at the end of that turn. So now it is his turn. And he is going to... I'm going to say he's going to step here. And he's going to do a cone. 60-foot cone.
Chocolate? Chocolate. What? 2 scoops.
Oh, yeah. He can hit all of you. And even though he can't see you, because he can't see you, I was going to try to position him a little bit better, but honestly with a cone, that will still catch you as well. 60-foot cone, breath weapon. I need everybody to make a dex save. Sir Torin does not like you, does it?
Holy shit, that's another natural 20.
Okay. Sir Wyndham, all right.
Let me make sure that that's not a 1, because these are new dice. Nope, that's a natural 20.
And
Give me a sec. Sometimes it takes my minute to roll.
oh my gosh. Okay.
Terrible. Terrible.
Well, lucky for you, I rolled a lot of lows. I rolled a lot of low numbers here, so let me calculate this up.
Depot once.
You guys got lucky. I rolled pretty low mostly. Rolled a lot of ones. So 4, 5,
Well, that explains the 2 20s.
7, 12, 15, 30 points of damage. And the only person that saved is the cleric. Everybody else takes 30 points of damage. Actually, no, not 30. It's 26. Sorry. 26 points of damage. All right.
Okay.
And that is his turn. It is the wizard's turn.
Wizard still alive?
Somehow.
Probably just barely.
Yeah, actually. I'm just double checking one spell and then I'm gonna.
You guys want to keep that wizard alive. Hold monster. All right. Trying to do all these enchantments on
Yes,
it.
sir.
All right. DC is doesn't matter. Nat 1.
Fuck yes, this is why we keep a wizard.
So as soon as he finishes his breath, and all of you guys get hit. By the way, Father Wolfen, you took half. Right? You did that, right? I want to make sure because I know you saved, so it would have been half for you. But it was 26. I'm not sure if I told you that or not. But everybody else took full. As soon as he does the breath weapon, you see the wizard holding on to his staff, lift himself up, begin to enchant some words of power, and the dragon just kind of freezes in place for the moment, at least, as it's held still. Anything else you're doing, wizard?
I'm gonna call to the others and say, "You lot, don't touch him."
Oh, it can make a wisdom save on the end of its turn, right?
Yeah.
So if they don't touch him, he might break out of it anyways. Anything else you're doing? You moving or anything?
Why can't we cut out? So why
I'm
can't
gonna
we?
hang here.
Where?
If you attack the creature, it will end my magic.
It doesn't say that in the description though. That's charm monster.
That's charm. That was hold monster. It's just held in place until it can make its saving throw. So each turn it'll make it save.
Right. So we can. Right, but we can wail on it without
Yeah.
worrying about breaking the hold.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can. And I believe you guys swing at it with advantage because it's paralyzed. It can't move. So.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was reading between both. I kept flipping back and forth.
Yeah, because he's paralyzed. All right. So is that everything? Team Savvy?
Yeah, I answered you before, but I guess it.
Okay.
didn't work.
No, I didn't hear you before. All right, Father Wolfane, it's your
No
turn.
problem.
All right, I'm going to invoke duplicity.
So you're going to create a second of you?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and drop.
And-
Just click on yourself and drop yourself on the map again. So that way we can have two of you. That's a big duplicate. No,
Yep. Right there. That ends.
right here or here?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me. That's 30 foot. So. Right there. Yeah. Right there.
Okay.
We're doing flanking, right?
Yes, we are doing flanking.
Hold on. I need to do this first. I'm going to cast a massed healing word
That'll be helpful.
at 3rd level. Looks like everybody takes 11.
Everybody gets 11 hit points back.
Sweet.
All right, yeah. So just so you guys know, in case you don't, unless you forgot, paralyzed creatures, they can't move or speak. They automatically fail strength and dex saves. Attack rolls against the creatures are at advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Right.
And you said we are doing flanking, right?
We are doing flanking. Well, you already have advantage regardless because he's paralyzed.
But if he makes his wisdom throw, we still have advantage.
Yes. Well, you and your duplicity
Okay.
will. You and your duplicate will because you're right across from each other.
Sir Torin doesn't
No, because
gain from it also.
no, because of the angle that he's at. If he moves over on his turn, if he moves over to like say like here or something like that, then I would count it. Like if he slides over, but because flanking has to be like directly across from you, kind of thing. So, all right.
Yeah, that's end of my turn. I got nothing else.
All right. Well, you can attack. Did you attack? Oh no, you casted the mass healing. That's right. All right. Perfect.
No, the invoking duplicity was my action. Mass healing was
It was
my
the
bonus.
bonus action,
My
yeah.
movement was
Gotcha.
moving.
Perfect. All right, we're at the top of the round. Balux is obviously still paralyzed, at least for the next 2 people. So, first, go ahead. What are you going to do? You're going to move up? You're going to try to shoot him again?
He's still frightened, right?
Yes, he's
Or no?
frightened. He is still frightened. He gets to make a save at the end of the turn. So he can. You can still move towards him. You just remember, like all your attacks against him are at disadvantage. But since right now he's paralyzed, they're at advantage as well. So it's a straight roll. So if you want to move up and shoot at him, because I know you're still out of range, you can do that. You don't have to feel like you have to stay back here. Love this music, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. What is Sir Wyndham doing?
I just want to get close, but I can't.
All right. Seeing him paralyzed, you feel, even though you're still terrified of him, you still feel confident enough to move closer and try to engage him.
I will. I'm gonna throw my hand axe at him.
It's like, fuck. You got the bow in one hand, you pull the hand axe out, and you throw it. Go ahead.
Right.
You can still shoot another arrow with it after you throw the hand axe if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna see how these went. I'm just like trying something different.
24 hits. Go ahead and what we'll do is we'll double the damage, unless you want to roll another die for that damage.
I'm good with doubling.
All right, so you roll. Let's see here. The die itself was you rolled a
D6.
you rolled a 1 because you have a +6. So let's
Wow.
go ahead and roll a second die. Just roll another D6 and we'll add that to it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to give you ones. Go ahead.
I think I just did that the wrong way.
Nice. There you go. Plus another 9. Oh, you just did the. Yeah, it won't be the. You won't have the 6. It'll be another 3. So 9. You did 10 points of damage with your hand axe.
All right, and I will for the remaining 2 attacks. I'm just gonna go back to the longbow. And then...
Go ahead. So you run up, you throw the hand axe, and boom, boom. Oh, that's right. You're at disadvantage too. I was like, oh, they're advantage. I'm like, no, they're not.
Oh, they're not.
So the first arrow misses, and you still have 1 more shot left.
There we go.
That fear.
Wow.
Oh, that would have been perfect too, but no. 16 does not hit that armor class.
Nope.
Both
Great.
arrows cling against its scales and just fall to the ground. Go ahead and
At that
make.
point, Wyndham, I think, would just. I mean, he's gonna throw his longbow to the ground, and he's gonna scream into the air as loud as he can, and he's gonna just get his sword and shield ready for next time. He's so pissed.
Because I like that RP right there. I'm gonna let you roll your save at advantage against the frightened. Just because I love even through the fear, you're like ah.
Wow, a 1 for my first roll.
Lord.
Holy fuck. Are you
Roll like
anywhere near?
Yeah,
No, no, you're not.
I'm not kidding you. And you know what? I'm gonna use Indomitable on this one. I'm gonna re-roll again my
Okay.
my saving throw.
Go ahead.
This is
You'll get one more roll.
absurd. Here we. Oh my god!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're still frightened. Even through it.
So I am peeing myself.
No, you're not peeing. You're sweating profusely.
Unreal.
You're yelling.
Crookstaff's like, can I do the balloon trick now? I think it's time to get the hell out.
You're trying to like charge yourself for this fight, but that fear is it's really got a hold on you. Like seriously.
Super Saiyan mode did not engage.
Didn't do it.
With that, Sir Torin, it's your go.
All right. As a bonus action, I am casting Blinding Smite.
Nice.
Okay, roll the damage. Okay, so I will make my first attack with the longsword.
Here it comes. Nice. And I roll it at advantage, by the way. It doesn't really matter, actually,
Yeah.
because you're going to do crit damage anyways.
All right.
So go ahead and roll
So
the dice for the damage. An extra dice for... I think it's what?
Okay. It's a D8, and then am I gonna roll the radiant
Yeah, the
damage
radiant
twice as well?
Yeah, the rating, which I think is another
Okay.
1d8, right?
No, it's 3d8.
3d8. Nice.
Yeah. So let me do the sword first. So that's just an additional D8,
Yeah, just roll a d8. There you go. So 13.
and then this is the additional radiant damage.
Nice. So 17 plus the...
So
17 plus the... which
another
one?
17. All right. So the first one was 12 plus the 17, so 29. Added 3 more, so 32, and then the next 17, so 49.
49 total with for everything? Jesus,
Yeah.
man.
And then it gets better. He now has to make a con saving throw, DC 18, or he's blinded.
He's blinded. He failed.
Okay.
But he does
but
have
I
blind
can
sight,
take
though.
So I get my second attack now.
Yeah.
But I don't get the radiant damage. The radiant damage again, though. That's on the first attack.
All right.
So
Nice. That's definitely a hit. So roll another d8. Actually, just don't worry about that because you already rolled the d8, so I'll just take the d8 from the second one. So
Okay.
it's 13 plus, you rolled a 4. So 4, 5, 6, 17 points of damage. Another 17.
plus the 8 for my automatic radiant damage.
Oh, yeah, yeah, plus the 8. Nice.
Do I need to? Or do you want to just use the 4 from the next one for the extra
Yeah,
radiant damage?
yeah, that'll be
Okay.
fine. So I'll do another 12 here, so 17. Carry the 1. 20 plus.
I just do a lot of
Did you
damage.
just say carry the one?
I did. I'm doing the math on my paper here
I
because
fucking love it. I love it.
I'm.
That's fucking awesome.
He is hurt, but he is still standing. And it is his turn, and the only thing he can do is attempt to break the hold. What is the DC for the hold?
He can't even see the dice.
What's the DC for the hold?
What is what? I'm sorry. 17.
17. He is still held.
Nice.
All right.
All right, boys. Meat's back on the menu.
On the menu, boys.
such a fun spell combo for this bastard.
All right, it is your go, mighty wizard. Or should I say,
Sorry.
severely injured wizard?
Hold on, wait. It's my go.
Oh, it is your... No, it's the wizard. He goes before
Wait,
you.
no, wait.
Wizard's on a 12, yeah. You're on an 8. You're
I thought the
last...
dragon went before me. Okay.
The dragon does, yeah. The dragon just went, and then the wizard goes. The wizard went after the dragon. And then
But he went after me. Okay, whatever.
So,
It's all good.
first
It's
thing
all
I'm
good.
going to be doing is Wall of Force. I'll show you where. Hang on.
Dun dun dun. All right.
Right about there, but I'm going to leave just enough of a gap between like the two big rock formations that I can corner shot from there if need be. So I can get cover.
Oh, like
And
right
then
here?
I'm going to move up to that corner.
Like right here?
So between the two big rock formations to the right side of that lava,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to kind of corner it off the closest one to me.
If you should be able to free draw it.
So
Go
it
ahead and,
makes like a 45-degree angle there. Oh,
like this.
yep. And just have just enough of a gap between the rocks that I can fire from behind cover.
That's fine.
And I will move up to that location.
All right, go ahead. All right. There you go. You got a wall of force up there to hopefully give you some protection, and you can try to fire around the rocks. Is that your turn? I believe so, right?
Yeah, actually, no. One sec.
Oh, okay.
Because the wall of force was actually from the staff, and that would just count as an action, I believe.
It's an action, but you still wouldn't be able to cast like a normal spell like that. You could still do it like because it still acts like a spell. So you could still do like a bonus action
Okay.
spell, but
I couldn't remember if it took the place of actually spell casting or if I would just be able to do,
yeah.
one and the other. Long day.
You're good, bro. Good. That's a smart move with that wall of force. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna pop it earlier, but I thought it was a reaction for some reason. Like if they cast at me, I could trigger it. But
Yeah.
yeah. Again, long day.
All right. So you're good there. Is there a bonus action spell you want to cast, or are you good?
I don't believe I have any bonus actions.
All right. So with that, it'll be the cleric, Father Wolfane, and your duplicate.
Yeah, that's me.
And your duplicate. The dragon still.
Yeah, so I'm going to start off with some spirit guardians at 4th level.
Bring out your dead.
And do I need to roll? No.
No, it's radiant. Radiant damage,
Yep.
right? And necrotic. Looks like,
Hmm.
right? So it's both.
Yep, correct.
That's nice.
That'll be 36.
36. And since you're within 5 feet of him, it's doubled. So just roll it again.
What do you want me to roll?
The
Another
damage. He still gets a saving throw against it, though.
48.
Yeah,
He
he gets
will,
the wisdom save, but
yeah, he gets a wisdom save. He does make the save, but I guess it's like what, half damage? Con? Is it half damage? Because he can't move, but he did make his wisdom save.
And he was blind. I mean, shouldn't he have disadvantage or some shit or another?
I mean, for this kind of wisdom save, no.
There you go.
Takes half as much damage. Well, we'll just say he takes full damage, because even on a fail, let's see here. On a fail, he would take half,
Yep.
but since it's doubled, you just double it. So we'll just do the full 36.
Yep.
Sweet.
8. All right. He's still up. All right. Top of the round. Sir Wyndham, you have your chance, man.
All right. I
Fear-
know. I'm so excited to run up there.
You got this. I yell out to Wyndham as my bonus action. You got this. Go Wyndham.
And he just, he pulls out he's got his shield out. He's running towards, and he's going to get right up front there. And he's going to swing as hard as he can with his long sword.
All right, swing away. Hey, batter.
First one is not good at all, of course. Number 2, I'm just going to go through these and second swing.
17.
18 doesn't fit.
No, 18 does not do
What's
it.
that?
You just
Cool,
missed
cool.
his armor
Okay,
class.
so last one. Natural 20.
Nice.
Come on.
Nice. That definitely hits.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And the crowd goes wild.
Jesus, that's a lot of damage on there too. Nice.
Yeah, this is the Dragon Slayer longsword. I get extra damage when I hit dragons with it.
Yeah, so we got 8. We have the 4 plus the 8. Right? And then we got a plus 4. Right? Yeah, I think that's right. So 24 points of damage with that swing. Oh my gosh, he is hurt, but he is still up, gentlemen. With that, is there anything else you're going to do?
No.
Oh, go ahead and make a saving throw, and I think now that you're within 10 feet of Sir Torin, you have
Yeah,
a
you
plus,
get a +5 to that.
you have a +5 to whatever you roll.
Oh, well, it's not my turn. I was going to see I could give him a bit of guidance, but
Oh, cool.
nice.
Does that work? Does that work yet?
That gets you there. No, I'm not.
Hold on,
Fucking
Morgan, is this considered a magical effect?
It's a creature's. It's a frightful presence. He doesn't say it's magical, but
Okay.
I would assume it
Okay.
probably.
'cause-
No, I think it's just because it's such a powerful being that it just automatically can cause fear in people.
Yeah,
that are,
I was.
you want to make sure because if it
Yeah,
was,
I was
then
just because the Holy Avenger gives advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects. So.
well, I guess it is considered a magical effect, so he can go ahead and roll for you and everybody else around you.
Yeah, for 10 feet.
All right, so go ahead. I'll let it slide. Go ahead, man. Roll another one. Roll an advantage.
All right.
Come on.
Here we go.
Come
Roll-
on, buddy.
Whatever you roll,
Here we
add
go.
5 to it.
14.
It is not enough.
Unreal.
All you need to do is roll a little bit higher and
We're
you'll be
trying.
good. So, all right. So with that, still in fear, you swing away, and the first 2 blows do not carve into it to do damage, but that third strike gets it good, and you can see, even though it's frozen, the pain in its face as you dig in with that sword. Sir Torin, it is your go, sir.
All right. I will, as a keeping it blind doesn't make any sense because it has blind sight. So
Yeah.
I will use. I will cast Thunderous Smite.
Nice.
that sounds
with bonus
awesome.
action. Okay.
I'm going to tell you just now, I already rolled for it. He failed. I rolled a nat 1 for his save on that, so it definitely will work.
Okay.
If you hit.
Okay.
If
You
you
You broke
hit.
a toe.
If I hit.
With advantage.
So let's see.
With advantage. $19 hits. 27 definitely hits. So obviously we take the damage from the first set of rolls. I just look at the. So what's that?
Right. But
13 plus.
he's paralyzed, so he took critical.
Yeah, that's true. This is true.
So, good lord. Alright, so 13, 17, 21, 22 points of damage. Well, 30 points of damage with the thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the spell, Thunderous Smite, succeed a saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away and knocked prone.
He's how? Does it work against huge creatures?
It does not say.
Then
Doesn't
it,
have a limitation.
then it works. Yeah.
Additionally, if the target is a
So
creature,
he'd still be restrained and prone, which is even better.
yeah. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
Yeah, he failed. So I'm gonna push him 10 feet away.
Yeah. So, yep. Push him 10 feet away.
Yep. There you go. And he's prone. Let's go ahead and.
And then I'll come in for the second one because, you know, don't want him to think we don't love him.
Put that on.
All right, so
He's getting all your rolls, Kev.
Right.
Another. How much?
8, 9, 17 total on that one.
He's still up.
No, wait, I counted that wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay.
17, 18, 26.
26. Okay.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
He is still up. It is his go, and he is going to attempt to break out. And this time he does. Looking pissed and angry as the spell breaks apart and releases this dragon. He is not happy. But that's all he can do. So let's see if the
And he's laying on his side.
yes. Well, he can get up. He gets back up from. He can get up from being prone. He uses his movement to get back up. So, with that,
That's fine. Keeps him where I need him.
wizard, it's your go. What is good old Crook?
He
Huh? There he is. He's back.
was back.
Mic check real quick.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
you're good.
Okay, dropped audio for a sec.
You're okay. What's your plan? What's he doing?
Crookstaff is going to run up in a very Master Roshi-like fashion and crack the staff over his ass of the dragon and use the Retribution Strike.
Can you get up there? Is he within 30 feet? He's 35 feet away. Does it let you hit?
His reach, doesn't it?
Does it? I don't know if it has reach. As far as I know, it's only 5 feet. Let me know.
No, I'm saying the staff itself is not like a quarter staff with reach.
The quarterstaffs don't have reach, not that I know of. No. It's only like halberds and.
Oh, damn, I thought they counted as a reach. Okay.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, I can see why you think
I
that.
am where I am, I guess.
Okay. Do you want to cast anything? You still have an action.
Let's see.
Don't you, once you feel like you're up there, like getting ready to be destroyed and not have an action.
I got one. Don't worry. It's like taking a second to roll it and pop the effect.
Where's the roll? Is this something that's going to require me to do a saving throw? Or is it an attack spell?
Did it roll? It's not popping up for me.
Nah.
Not yet.
It didn't roll on my end now. It didn't pop up. At least not yet. There it goes. Now it came through.
Connection's being funky. It's lagging.
Intelligence save, okay. Natural 18, so it definitely beats it. Is it half damage? Or is it?
Let me double check. I believe so.
15.
Yes, half on the save, sorry.
Yeah, this thing looks like it's on its last leg, but he refuses to give up. It is now Father.
Don't hit him too hard, guys.
Father Wolfane, it's your go.
I've got something.
Yeah, he's gonna need to make a wisdom save for my spirit guardians.
Ooh, he fails.
That's gonna be what level did I cast that at? Third level.
I think you cast that fourth.
All right, I'm just gonna do it again here, and then I'll uncheck the spell slot.
Nice.
And I'm gonna follow that up with a guiding bolt.
Well, okay, go ahead.
Or does that take care of it?
He's like literally like just.
Yeah.
The guiding bolt will probably honestly take care of it.
Keep him up just a little bit.
Yeah, there's guiding bolt.
Yeah, that's definitely enough. So, how do you want to do this?
Oh, damn.
I look over at Wyndham, and I ask him to finish it.
So yeah, as your
Hopefully I don't just
as your guardians tear into it and you hit it with the bolt, and the life is falling from its body. Wyndham, you see like the fear subsides because the frightful presence is going. It's pretty much already dead, but as it's falling, he tells you finish it. So, and you.
Yeah, I just do the classic. I literally just stick my sword straight up into its throat, like right through, up into its head. As it just falls onto my sword. So there's no swinging required. So I just let it fall onto my sword, and it feels great.
The sweat coming down. You stick your sword up, and then
Mess that up.
Boom, falls right on it. And it falls onto its head.
Right.
And it is dead. As the moment he dies, you guys notice that the illusion that was over the lava, or not you notice that there is an illusion that fades away, and you see a bridge going across the lava, and that's what you see on the way. Bridge lead, and you also see in the background where the bridge leads to another section that wasn't there before. There was like an illusion, like a illusionary magic blocking you from seeing his hidden hoard of treasure.
I immediately run towards the bridge as fast as I can.
Yeah. Torn as well is moving fast because he assumes that's where the egg is going to be.
All right. So you guys, we'll put you guys all over there. I'm assuming everybody's going over there. I'll just put you guys all over here. Is your duplicity going with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just moved you guys all up here. You guys are all here. You walk over. You
Wolfen,
guys.
you're
You
beside
guys.
yourself.
Yeah, you guys charge over the narrow bridge towards the door or towards the opening, carefully avoiding the deadly magma. Bubbles of lava spit up around your legs, but nothing seems to catch you guys. You see the gloss of gold shining on the other end, and you realize that you have indeed found the treasure room of Baal-Uxor. The treasure room has a lower ceiling, and it's a smaller size compared to the main cave. A magical light flickers over the mountain of coins, gems, and ornaments. It is an amazing sight to behold, and you guys are like, you can see all the treasure before you. Some of you who may enjoy that much gold it's quite impressive. You know, you understand now what it means to have a dragon's hoard, as you see it before you. At the top of the pile sits a gold dragon egg, and it is on a stand. It is standing on a silver stand.
Real quick, DM, I was just looking. It says quarterstaffs do not have the reach, but all weapons named under it were for like the polearm master thing, and it specifies a quarterstaff. But I guess would that mean when they come within the melee range of him,
Yeah,
even though the other weapons are referenced are polearms?
yeah,
I don't care about now, obviously. I was just trying to clarify that.
yeah. I think it's more of like for those guys when they're using it, they get the other advantages with that weapon still. But it doesn't have that range. All right, so yes, you guys are standing. You see the treasure before you, and the egg is sitting right there, ready for you guys to take it and take it home.
Torrin turns to Wolfen. Can you detect magic?
Kinda did.
You see a couple items in there glowing. There's looks like a potion, an oil of some
Potions.
sorts, a couple potions, an oil, and you see some armor that are all glowing. That's what you see.
Because like Torrin would ask him, like, you know, is the anything with the silver holder, is that coming up magical?
I didn't see anything. But I'm gonna move forward towards the armor and the potions.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can approach the treasure.
Yeah, Torrin's gonna go up towards, try to go get the egg. That's his care. So
What are the rest of you guys doing? You're getting
Before Torrin gets too close to the egg, Wyndham is going to sprint up behind him and try to grapple him.
All right, posing strength checks.
Somebody's getting handsy.
strength athletics or just straight up strength?
We'll do straight up strength for both of you. Both of them are terrible, but just barely a little bit better. As you're going to reach the egg, very rarely does Sir Torn ever let his guard even remotely down. But in the briefest moment where you're focused on that egg, your guard is down just enough for two arms to wrap around you and grab you before you can break out. And you are now grappled.
Yell to Wolfane to grab it.
I run up, grab the egg.
So you're going to run to grab the egg, all right?
Yep.
What? Obviously, I'm assuming Torn's going to try to break the grapple or fight. Is the mage doing anything?
Who's got the egg?
What you see is everybody's like catching their breath, all of a sudden you see the half-orc fighter grab the paladin from behind, grappling him, and he yells to the cleric to go grab the egg. And
Alright, I'm going to take a little stroll up to the cleric and golf club swing that egg with the staff. I'll go for the cleric.
I thought he was going for me anyway.
Yeah, I thought so too. So he's going to go for the cleric. All right, so let's go ahead and roll for initiative. With everybody here. Click on your guys' icons and roll for initiative. 23. Nice.
I clicked on mine. I don't know if it worked though. I don't know if that did it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. See.
Did mine pop up?
Yeah,
Yep.
you got 18 in yours.
Yep, you guys all got it. All right.
Did it factor the +5?
Oh, cool.
Nope, so mine's 5 higher.
All right. There we go. All right, Crookstaff, you are up first. So as everything goes into chaos.
Teeing up,
Go ahead. Teeing up.
teeing up on the cleric's kneecap
Ooh.
and letting her rip.
Ooh, that hurts my knees. I got bad knees. All right. So 19 hits you.
That's my armor class, but which one is he swinging at?
I'll swing at the closest one.
All right, so the one right in front of you. All right. Is that you, or is that your duplicate?
No.
Either
That's
way,
the
I'll
duplicate.
catch both.
Oh, because it's got a range on it, right?
AOE, baby.
I'm trying to see what's the range on it.
Right.
Okay, so they'd be within the 10-foot range and 8 times the number of charges in my staff.
Hold on a second here. Oh no, that was your initiative. I didn't see that. You haven't rolled the attack yet, right? I don't see an attack for it.
I just use an action for it, it says.
Oh, so you're using an action to. It's a spell. Which spell are you casting?
It's an effect on the item. It's the
Well, I mean,
retributive strike.
Yeah.
Right, that's the one where you break the staff.
Oh, you break the staff.
That's what I'm doing. Oh yeah,
All right, so
That fills a 30-foot radius sphere.
that's fine. It'll do the job I need it to do.
I think you'll be within it though, won't he?
I don't
but
get
you
affected.
But he has a 50% chance of instantly being transported. But otherwise, you do take damage.
I thought it said every creature other than me.
If you fail to avoid the effect, which is being transported randomly to another plane of existence, you take force damage equal to
then I
16
take it,
times the
okay.
number of charges in the staff.
Worth it. I'm doing it.
All right.
Something's got to work out for me today. All right, I need a win here.
All right, so you're for the 16 times the number of charges in the staff.
30.
That's everybody.
Yeah, so you get everybody.
We'll see what happens.
All right. So, what do we got to roll here for this? Everybody needs to make a saving throw, or what?
I'm just double checking to see what
'Cause I don't-
charges I have.
I don't
left.
have it up on my screen, so.
I only used 8.
Use the global
I used 8,
vulnerability.
and I have. Yep, and hold monster, but I also have that as a spell.
I'm just gonna say, Wyndham and Wolfen, you're not friendly anymore, so no bonuses for you.
It'll be 12 times the number. 12 times 8. Sorry.
For what damage? But there's a saving throw, right?
Yeah, DC 17 Dex.
All right.
Yeah, but aren't they grappled?
No, Sir Torrens grappled.
It's still gonna hit. It'll still hit whoever's.
No, I know,
in
but I'm saying
range. It's
everybody
got
needs to make a deck save,
thing range. Yep.
including yourself, sir.
Okay, so I don't know. I would not have.
Oh, what
the
kind of
sword
shit
as
is that?
Going up, so.
Oof.
I see that little digital dice bounce around on my screen, and then it almost always rolls between a 1 and a 5. And yeah, this is great. I'm glad I could do a lot.
I turned the fucking digital dice off, man. I don't want to see the shit. That and the D&D Beyond dice, man. Those things are garbage.
All right.
That's what I've been using. I guess
So I need you to roll a high or low. By the way, DM Southie. I'll let you pick. You want to roll above 50 or below 50?
I'll take above.
So you got to roll 51 or higher. So roll me 100 percentile dice. All right. So you are teleported somewhere else to avoid the damage.
Alrighty.
To another plane, right?
Yepper.
Yep. Random plane of existence.
We can sort that out later. This can be interesting.
All right. So the rest of you, was it? You take damage. The damage, it's 16 times
Depending on how.
Yeah. Remember,
It
Sami's
depends on how far away.
12.
You are.
12d8.
12. Jesus. 12d.
Just a quick question, because I've never played a fighter. Shield Master, I have evasion. It says if an effect allows half damage on success, you can use your reaction to take no damage.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that I have to pass it first, or I have
Yes.
to pass that? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, you're
Gotcha.
thinking of
Well, shit.
In 3.5, there was like evasion and improved evasion, but that was for like the rogues. Improved evasion, if you failed, you only took half, versus all that stuff. But they don't have that in this one, so it's just you either succeed and yeah. So, but yeah. All right, go ahead and Southie and roll that D8 damage, man. Let's see how much damage everybody takes, because everybody takes the full damage. See if anybody's standing up after this.
Alrighty.
Whoever's standing up will be the ones to claim.
Well, but like we Wyndham and Torin are 15 feet away from him. And it's 16 times the number of charges in the
Oh, that's how
staff.
much damage it is. Okay.
Yeah.
And then if you look below, depending on how far you are from the blast, you take less damage. So for Wyndham and Torin, we're 15, 20 feet away. We should only be taking 6 times the number of charges in the staff.
Okay.
Fortunately for
First
Wolfen,
six.
he's taken 8 times. How many charges did the staff have in it?
8.
That's the number that's times.
12.
Okay. It had 12 left in it after you used it.
Yep.
Oh, so 12 times what?
So 6 times 12.
Yeah.
So then that's
72.
12 times 8,
72.
and not 16 times 8.
Yeah, so then it's 72 points to you two.
Yeah.
Then I'm unconscious.
And he's not dead because it's.
Yeah. So you're not dead. You're down and bleeding out. Are you guys both still up?
I am still up.
I am still up.
All right. So now it's down to you two. For this moment, the mage is out of the combat. He is gone, and Sir Wolfane, you're on the ground, bleeding out. So on your turn, you'll have to make a death save. If you roll a nat 20, you're back up. So with that, it is now Sir Torrin's turn. Betrayed by your comrades.
I feel like a dick, but it had to be done.
Betrayed by your comrades, the wizard sends a shockwave, decimating one of them, but injuring you in the process. And you are still grappled at the moment by the half-orc behind you.
We can end this right now if you want to join the Pale Circle.
By the way, you know the Pale Circle is an ancient order that literally is dedicated to resurrecting 3 ancient liches, who archliches, who at one time nearly conquered the entire continent.
I'm gonna touch myself.
Or did that turn you
Use
on?
my lay on hands.
He whispered in your ear, "Join the Pale Circle." I touched myself.
If I didn't know it was going to be this kind of party, I'd have stayed awake.
Oh, that Pale Circle.
You can join the Pale Circle.
All right, go ahead and go ahead.
So I lay on hands on myself, healing myself back 70.
70 hit points? Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. You're back up to 70.
But that's my action, so I can't break the grapple.
Okay, that's an action, or is it a
takes the
bonus
action
action?
to break
That's an action, isn't it? Yeah, it is. All
Lay
right.
on hands is an action.
Yeah, I was thinking it was a bonus action. You're right.
Okay, nice.
All right. So lay on hands. All right. So you lay on hands. You have hit points. It is now. So Wyndham, your go. Your companion's on the ground. The wizard's nowhere in sight, and you feel healing energy pulsate through the paladin just as you tell him to join the Pale Circle. Definitely signaling that he has no intention of, turning on his kingdom or his queen. He's definitely gearing up to fight.
Feel the energy in healing himself. I would just say that I figured as much, and I'm gonna try to shove him into the lava right next to us. I'm gonna push his ass right in there
Bull rush.
Ooh.
because he's still grappled.
Yeah, I would still say it would be a strength opposed check, and I would say athletics for an athletics opposed check is what I'm going to do for this one, because it's not just strength. It's not just pushing him. It's you're trying to athletic. You guys are kind of like grappled and pushing. So
Would they get disadvantage?
I wouldn't say disadvantage.
Due to being grappled?
No, because I'll tell you right now, if you got me grappled, it's not gonna be any easier for you to shove me in. I used to be a wrestler. I'll tell you right now, even grappled, you're not gonna be able to just pick me and toss me.
Yeah. Because even when you
Gotcha.
if you took the brawler or whatever it is, when you do the pinning thing to restrain them, you yourself are also restrained.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. So all right, you got a
So
20
athletics then.
Yeah, an athletics check.
Just curious.
No, you're good.
Oh my fucking god! 1.
So,
This is
yeah.
insane. I have a plus 13.
You still have him grappled because he wasn't breaking the grapple. You just as you go to shove him, he plants his foot hard into the ground, and that armored body just is the weight just stops you from pushing him further. I mean, he's wearing full plate, and he's actually taller than you. He's a big dude. So boom, he planted his feet firmly and just held as you went to shove him into the lava, and he's not budging. You still have a bonus.
Hate you.
You still have a bonus action.
Bonus act. Well, yep. I'm just using my bonus action. I'm gonna gain a little health back real quick. Not much. My second wind, yeah.
It's not 70, but you can
Some
get some
crazy
back.
wizard.
It's not much, but it's something.
Because a crazy wizard just blew up shit on us.
You're like, if I can't have the egg, none of you bastards will.
Okay.
Why does he sound like the leprechaun from Lucky Charms?
All right.
Yeah, it's. Wait.
11, so 13 hit points, right?
Yeah, 1d10 plus 11.
So
Yeah,
13.
1d10 plus 11. Did it roll for me?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Cool. I didn't even realize it rolled. Okay, great. The 2. Cool.
You get 13 back.
I'm rolling great. Fantastic.
All right, so with that, Father Wolfane, you both had to pick W names, you guys. So y'all did that just to fuck with me. Go ahead and give me a death save. That's one fail.
Yep, that's a fail.
That's a fail. Wolfane is on the ground, bleeding still. All right, Wizards, you are.
That's awesome. I'm gonna be dead and late for work.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. You are in another plane? What are you doing anything, Deem Sally?
Where am I? And can I get back?
Can you? Do you have a spell to get you back? Otherwise, we'll just talk about where
Not
you're
currently, but I'm. Yeah.
Okay, well then we'll deal with that afterwards. So.
No problem.
All right. So Torian, you're up.
So here's a question.
Yeah.
Can I attempt to, as Gordon Soley would say, souffle him into the lava?
You'd have to.
Sort of
I mean, I guess it'd be a posed thing. You'd have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're trying to
That's
reverse the
kind of leave for it.
trying to reverse the grapple kind of thing.
Reverse the grapple and throw him into lava because it seems like a great idea.
All right, let's go ahead and do opposing athletic checks again. 15.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
no.
Yeah,
He stops you. He still has you held in place. He's like, no. Just as you like firmly stuffed your foot down and stopped him from moving.
Mm-hmm.
As you go to try to reverse it, he holds you tight. Like, no, I'm not going. And with that, it is now your turn as you guys are grappling with each other next to the lava. He's like, I can't take this guy in one-on-one. If I can throw him in the lava, I might have a chance.
Honestly, I don't think I can take him one-on-one. So yeah, that's like my only shot right now. I'm just gonna keep wrestling him. I'm just gonna try to get him over that edge. Let's do another one.
All right, athletic checks.
Oh, I'm gonna go in.
Oh, you go in, but you don't just die from that. There's damage from the lava, which I'm just going to do. You're not immune to fire in any way, right?
No.
Usually swimming in that lava with all that heavy armor.
20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 30 points of damage from the lava as it begins to burn
Double
you.
it because he's in metal armor. Cook him.
No, if it was lightning, sure, but no, you're basically in the lava, being toasted.
Mm-hmm.
You're like on the side. You think of like Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
You know, like as the lava is like basically.
He's like
frying
a human smoker right now.
You were the chosen one.
Cooking up the meat inside of it.
Father Wolfane, it's your go. Roll me a save. I would love to see you stand up.
No.
Bye, Felicia.
Two death saves. You still have one left. You're not dead yet. Sir Torin, it is your go. You are trying to pull yourself out of the lava, I would say at this point. It would be half your movement to get up and get out of the lava, and then try to push your way up there.
All right. Yeah. So I will move up out.
So I just watch him. I throw him into the lava, and then I just watch him climb out of the lava.
No, step on his head and push him back in there.
And then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself at 3rd level.
All right, so here's what you see, right? Yes, you shoved him to the lava, and as he did, he basically held on as like his legs and limbs started to fry and cook, and he pulled himself up and rolled like underneath you to where he can get to himself into a safer spot. It wasn't like he just got up and walked past you. He tactically climbed out and rolled into a position to where he wasn't burning anymore. He's still fucked up. So
Yeah.
as
See,
you
we're
can
doing
see-
something educational.
As you can see, the fumes, just the heat waving off of him and his armor as he's standing there and he begins to cure himself. 22 back. It is now your go. He won't get an attack.
That getting out of the lava was a real big move. All I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
the
like
fact that he can roll into the
15 foot.
best spot, I could not even defend him
That's
from
fucking
getting up.
bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know
How has he
about that.
gotten all the way
That's a
there?
little much. I know he's a hero.
He
He's
climbs
definitely a
out of
legend.
lava and he's like
That
20
feels-
foot away.
In the perfect spot, so I can't get past him.
You know what?
Yeah, nah, that's fucked up. That's
I
bullshit.
I will say this. You know what? He can
I'll
do
say
that.
it's bullshit.
But what I will say is, obviously, you would still be burning. So I will roll some more damage for fire damage, just to be fair, because you would be fucking covered in lava. I think that would be a little bit fair.
But scratch the egg idea. I'm gonna swing at him 3 times with my sword.
By the way, you would take 14 more points of damage from the lava as you got out. So.
Okay.
And I'll be fair. I think that's fair. I'll give you guys that, because technically, if you had lava on you, you'd be fucking.
No,
cooking.
I expected to take damage for starting in the lava. So
Yeah. All right. So with that, you're going to swing at him.
So pulling my sword, I'm gonna swing at him. I'm gonna 2-handed swing.
Ah.
First one. Let's see.
Does a 19 hit you?
yeah, because I wouldn't have my shield on. So yeah, that does hit.
Okay. So you would do 13. Yeah, 13 points of damage. Take 13 with the first swing.
Okay.
15 points of damage. All right, third swing.
Nice.
Miss. So you take 5, 6, 7, 8. 28 points of damage from his 2 sword
Yep.
swings. Pop, pop. All right. Make your save, man. This is it, Con. You can do it. There you go. That's a save.
One.
That's 1 save. All right. And nobody's hitting you, so that's good. That means you don't have to die. Sir Torin, it's your go. As you climb up and the lava
All right.
was still fucking frying you, you just got hit twice from this 2-handed swing.
Yeah. So pull my sword. I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite.
Strength save, so
And yeah, it's only depending if I hit.
yeah, it's only if he hits.
That's my first attack. That's a 21.
21 hits. All right, go ahead. Give me a strength save real quick while he's doing that.
Yeah, so you take 30 points of.
You make the save.
Okay, so you take 30 points of damage, but you don't get pushed.
Which would have pushed you into the lava. I didn't realize that's what you're doing.
I'll make a second attack. No thunder damage on it.
21 hit.
So that's 15
Mind flick
damage.
real quick. When you get a second, check your message, and I'll be right back. I'm just gonna put my daughter to bed.
All right, how much was that? Are you still up or are you down?
Just a minute.
I'm sorry. How much was the first hit?
First one was 30 points of damage, and the second one was 15.
Yeah, I'm down. But
You're a fucking half orc.
I'm a half orc fighter, so I will have. Let's see what.
You get
I
one
think
hit.
I get 1 hit point. Yeah, I'm not dead.
You're
But I
back
get 1 hit
up.
point.
You're back up as he hits you, and your eyes kind of roll back for a second. That orc blood pulses through you, pushes you forward, and you rise, gasping for breath, but ready to swing again, or do whatever you want to do.
Oh, I'm swinging. Yeah, same thing. I'm just gonna 2-hand it against him 3 times. All right, first one.
Hits.
Two-handed, right?
Yes.
Which ironically did less damage than the one-handed. So 8.
What the fuck?
What bullshit is that, right?
All right, second hit.
20. That's a hit. Again. 9.
And actually, that's a crit because I crit on 19s and 20s.
Oh, so yeah.
No. So with another D10.
Yeah, roll another D10. We'll add that to it.
You see that one, right? Was that right?
I don't see anything. It didn't pop up on my screen. Maybe I'll see it because I'm not seeing it.
Oh, I thought I put it up there. 1 second. I think it's just gonna roll again. So
Well, I was just say just roll a D10. If you click on that, I can roll it if you want. You just roll the D10.
okay, let's see.
Oh, you may not. Want
Okay, there it is.
Oh, it rolled
It was
the
the
same.
same. I rolled the exact same.
11. All right. So 8 for the first one, 11 for the second one. So far that's 19
Okay,
points.
and the third one. That's not gonna hit.
Nope.
No. All right. With that, it is the good father's turn. Oh, Khan, you were up.
You're up.
You were up with 1 hit point. Is that his turn?
Yay.
I think that's his turn, though, isn't it? Or is that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
it's
turn.
turn.
It's done. You make the death save at the end of the turn.
You make the save, and your eyes open wide as your deity pulsates, giving you a new effort. All right. So with that, Sir Torin, Liam. I don't know where the hell that came from.
All right. So gonna go longsword.
Does 18 hit you?
Not worried.
And I'm gonna.
Not using my shield, so yeah, that would hit.
It hits you? Damn.
That's 17.
Yeah,
That's
that's
17 points of damage.
so you go down.
I'll be down.
I don't know if you know if
Then
he's
I move
up yet.
over here.
Would you know if he's up?
I heard. I would imagine I might have heard a gasp.
Let's give him a chance.
You
Let's
know,
do a
like float.
do a perception check, a free perception check on mine. See if you noticed it.
Sure.
Yeah. So.
Nope.
No. So you'd be over there. You just dropped him, and you're like, and you haven't noticed the cleric. His eyes just opened up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to give him. I want to give him a
Okay.
fair chance at you here. He's been laying on the ground, bleeding out. Sir, Father Wolf. Oh, what else are you gonna do? Sorry.
At least I got anything bonus action I can do to myself.
And while he's doing that, Sir Wyndham, give me a death save.
No, I got nothing.
Oh shit, you're up. You're awake. What the fuck? These guys won't stay down, man. You know what it is? The pale circle empowers them to keep moving.
Yeah.
Their undead worship keeps them alive and coming back. All
Yeah.
right. So what were you doing for your bonus action?
I got nothing for my bonus action.
All right. All right. So Khan, it's your go, man.
Yep.
You guys have a chance of. You guys actually have a chance of winning now.
I'm fine. I'm back.
All right.
I'm going to cast Banishment.
All right. I'm gonna cast banishment on you. You have a bonus to your saves, though, right?
I got advantage and bonuses, so
All right.
what's
Hey, maybe you can come hang out with Crookstaff.
charisma saving throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, charisma save. Ooh, the first one's a 16. Oh, but you rolled, but it's advantage, so 31. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are not banished.
Damn.
All right, Con, you still have a bonus action.
Yep. Mass healing word. Myself. And Wyndham.
You gain 7.
Actually, don't count that. Yep, no, that's good.
All right, so you guys gain 7 hit points back.
Oh, for a whole 7.
All right, Sir Torin.
Well, I would imagine I saw Sir Wyndham take a breath.
Yes, he's right in front of you.
At
I would
my
say
feet.
I would say you would see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well then, let's play a little.
You wouldn't help it. He'd be like,
Correct.
he is prone. You are prone right now, Sir Wyndham. Unfortunately,
Damn.
Ooh, but that
Right.
misses. So the first attack misses,
Yep.
but a 22 does hit. So I think you're back out, right?
All right. So that's 22 points of damage as well.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
You're
I am back unconscious.
Back in country. You're like, all right. So Father, it's your go again. Oh, make a death save. Make a death save, Sir Wyndham. I'd laugh so hard if you rolled another 20, because you guys just won't die. No. All right. So you failed that one.
Melted.
All right, Father, your go.
Yeah, guiding bolt. Pretty sure that doesn't hit, does it?
Nope.
Nope. Anything else? Any bonus action?
That's an action.
I really want to see who wins this.
Slide over here in prime location for the lava.
All right.
I believe that's going to do it.
Okay. All right. So with that, it is Sir Torin.
All right.
The cleric is standing,
Yeah.
looking at you. He moves closer to his ally, and he's before you.
Yell at him, just scream betrayer and take a swing.
Oh yeah, that hits. I'm down.
So 20 points of damage.
And he goes down. They're both down on the ground.
Second attack. I'm gonna attack Wyndham's body.
All right. You hit, and it would be 2 fails, and that would kill him because he already failed 1.
Yeah.
Sir Wyndham, you're dead.
I'm dead.
And as you die, you hear the archliches speaking your name in anger, frustration, as you have failed them. And your soul slowly seeps away. All right. And you hit the other one as well?
Yeah.
That hits, and it's 2 fails. Yeah, you hit. 2 fails.
All right.
With that, yes, you defeat them. The wizard, crazy old bat, is gone, and the egg is yours to take home to your queen.
Excellent.
Until I get back.
Which,
Yeah.
all right.
So Torin pushes their bodies into the lava, grabs the egg, leaves the rest of the stuff there, does not care.
All right.
That's just disrespectful.
All right, so with that, we will call it here. Just so you guys know, Father Wolfane and Sir Wyndham were actually spies that killed the original heroes and took their places. And Crookstaff was actually an ancient red dragon trying to gain the egg for himself so he can turn back into his original form. So, that. And the only honest one in the bunch was the paladin. So, I appreciate you guys playing with me. Con, I am terribly sorry that it
Real
went this
shocker
long.
with the paladin.
I do owe you. I'll have to get you some dice or something to return you for playing up so late with us. But with that, I'm going to let everybody go ahead and say a little bit about who they are and what they got going on in the community. We'll start with you, Con. What you got going on?
What's up, everybody? Good night. I'm Confounded. Love your faces.
All right.
Good night, brother.
Kev, you got anything?
Night Con.
I was on a podcast called Earth's Embers Season 2. If anyone wants to check that out, it was fun. But besides that, I had a great time. Thank you so much.
All right. Demorgus, tell us your stuff, man. Joseph.
So yeah, I'm Joe. I am a co-host and producer of a podcast called The Geekiest Podcast, which Morgan has been a guest on. We do a deep dive, me and a few of my co-hosts, we do a deep dive with either just us or with various people in different geeky communities. We've had James Introcaso. We're going to have Rich Lescaflair. We've had Christopher Robin Naglin. And we kind of cover all sorts of geeky things. I'm also the DM and producer of the Not Safe for Wizards actual play podcast. We just celebrated our first anniversary last month, and we're going strong. It's a homebrew world, so the Geekiest comes out every Thursday. The Not Safe for Wizards comes out every Friday.
All right. Thank you, DM Southie.
Hey all, how's it going? DM Southie here. I run the RPG Roundtable. I'm an author and content creator for 5e, published with Terran Empire. I have tons of awesome projects in the work coming up, especially with Mindflayed, and you guys are just going to have to wait and see.
All right. And I am Mindflay Monday, or Morgan for Mindflay Mondays, as I should say. And the one shot that we just played is actually called The Surrounded by Erdem Acır. I may be saying that wrong. And you can find it on the DMsGuild. I will put it inside the Twitch. Check me out on Mindflayed Mun on Twitter, and you can find everything else you need to know about me. So thank you guys for watching us. Thank you guys for playing. And with that, I will
Have a
say
great
good
night, y'all. Good game.
Good night, guys.
I